Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's hot. Why is it so hot right now? I'm gonna lose my mind. What is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I am your host. We're gonna chat, we're gonna talk, we're gonna bitch about the heat. We're gonna have a good time. I hope everyone's doing well. It is reset day. What you're witnessing here is probably the last scene of activity that we'll ever see over here outside of Manchester's Terrace, as people are picking up the last Omnium Folio quest and turning it in and enjoying the power that they can now enjoy, and then they'll never come back here again. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Like I said, it's reset day. Hope your vaults are awesome and cool. I haven't checked mine yet. We'll see if I remember doing it. Let me see. Well, we'll just kind of chat as we're doing this. We'll see if I can knock out like the whole, do the world boss thing real quick. Oh, and I need to do world. Oh, that's scummy. I didn't realize I had to one, defeat the world boss and complete world quest. Oh, got him. Those bastards. Clever, clever, clever. Hope everyone is doing good. Let me know how your weekend was. For me, it was hot. It was hot, and then it was, yeah, it was hot. It was chill, and then I got a migraine, and then it was great, and here I am. So this is going to be awesome. Of course, we have a round of 6 folks to visit. It's kind of funny. We're going to be seeing 5 folks from the EU, and then 1 over on the US, since I'm at least for the moment I'm trying to up my queue from the normal 15 to 18. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if I can survive it and all that, and I'm sure it'll be just fine. Let me say hi to people real quick. What's up to Puddle Jumper? You're the first person to say hi. Appreciate it. What is up to Susan Groves, and to Darth Tazo, and Annie, and Blywin, and Dorian, and Static Kitty. There you go. What's up to Arumas, to Valerian Asteria, Malvenu, Blywin, hello, hello to Hazelnut, to Area Knight, Kaisho, Ebzius, and Tam, and Lolacrafts, and Luzy, and Wild Huntress, and Savitar. Is it Lozy or Luzy? I'm gonna go with Lozy, actually. Hello to Ashvane and Moxine, and to the rest of y'all, the beautiful digital smiling face are going to be join us throughout the day. I believe the drops are over, or for now they're going to be over in like just a few short hours, so just double check, make sure you claim your thing over at twitch.tv/inventory. That'll let you see like all the things that you can get, or you can still claim and all that. So just make sure you do that real quick, and then you'll be fine. Maybe. Yay. I guess I should like start this part and then like do the thing with the plan, and then probably tells me to kill something, maybe, or I turn this in. Okay, then I turn this in. Okay, and then I'm going to kill someone out there, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go for the world boss. I'm gonna do some world questies, and then actually I wonder if that counts. I wonder if defeating the world boss and doing that counts. Oh, it's pronounced like Lucy. I was like just all wrong. Great. Awesome. Thank you. Heat advisory index yet 2 days heat 105. Oh hell no, dude. That's the kind of thing where I'm like, yo, I'm going to Costco and I'm just gonna stay there. I'm just gonna chill in their refrigerator along with the crowd who might also be there. And we'll try to survive. Oh boy. Yeah, so like last night, it was otherwise a pleasant day. It was warm, it was muggy, it was humid, which is like unheard of. I think that's what kind of like ruined my mood. But it was still like a decent day out. I had some time. I went and saw a friend. We had dinner, came back, did some keys, did all the keys. It was fine. And then right afterwards, a migraine hit. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm gonna blame the keys. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna blame the keys for all that. AC for the win. Yeah, it's cool, but it'd be better is if I just didn't need it anyway, and if it was just like, I'll complain to my wife all the time. She knows I'm a big bitch about this. I'm like, yo, they need, you know, summer weather needs to be like 68 degrees or something like that. That would be the ideal summer weather. It would be great. It'd be perfect, dude. No complaints. Those guys, right? And then there we go. All right, that's my contribution. Here's me being really shameless about this. So, yesterday was 109. Oh, hell no. Get away from... Dude, yo, tanks. Active tanks, help. Come on. Okay, I'll play. I'll play. That is not fair. It's highly disrespectful. Mouse, hey, what's up? Happy days to you and to all y'all. So let's see, who are we going to be visiting today? We're going to kick things off with Ashvane. Then, that's R-U-D-R-A-P-Y. I'll go with Rudrapy, because Rudrapy just don't sound... Yeah, there's no E there. So Rudrapy, followed by what looks like Medicine Man, and then, oh, Lucy. Yeah, said like Lucy. Okay, there we go. And yeah, so yeah, and then followed by Serenity, and finally we'll be going back to US, and we'll be visiting Caveat's place, I think. Right? Yes. Okay, cool. Got it right. All right. Oh, big hearts for Ashvane? You know, it's funny, like, I'll see, like, a person's name, I'll be like, okay, we're gonna be visiting such and such's place, and then all of a sudden chat will light up, be like, oh my god, it's something world famous, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, that's awesome. So that's always a treat. Always a treat. Especially for when it's from folks whose names I do find to be familiar, I'm like, oh, okay, they gotta be legit, you know, it's gotta be cool. Awesome. So yesterday, I was the friend I was talking to. He's going to be coming with me to BlizzCon. He was an old guildmate of mine. Hasn't played WoW in quite some time now. But of course, always a friend. You know, and he would point out. So he's like, oh yeah, every now and then I'll drop by a stream. He's like, wow, like this thing is like really like, it's actually working, huh? I'm like, yeah, it's the weirdest job that I thought I would never have, and yet here I am. This is this is what I do. But it's cool. Only been there for about 3 months, but our housing community on EU is close and wholesome. That's the cool part. That's the cool part, and that's something that I try to help highlight whenever I can. Is just how awesome the community can be when you have these folks coming together, creating their own community and their own contest, and they all support each other and all that. That's awesome. Okay, did that count as a quest? It did count as a quest. Sweet. Okay, so I just got to knock out those things. Let's go. And then I will achieve ultimate power. Oh yeah. That means my Omnium Folio will do, you know, 0% deeps to I think like 1% something. Yeah, I think it's going to be something like that. It's pretty sad, but oh well. Board a skiff, jump on a bouncy mushroom, and okay, I got plenty of time for both of these. So let's see if I can knock these things out. So it's like, I know it's like this thing is first. Launching in, oh, there's a timer to it. I've only done a couple of these on the PTR. I haven't done too many of these out on live. Ah, there's a launch time for it. Interesting. Yeah, living in Arizona is not the kind of place that I don't think I would survive. No way. So good luck to you guys. Dealing with 109-degree heat. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely, couldn't handle that. Okay, so oh, that's a repair button. Oh, how novel. It does not use. It doesn't initiate like a vehicle function. Ah. Okay, when I say novel, I mean it's kind of jank, right? All right, and then I gotta blow up cannons too. Well, I guess I'll do that temporarily. It's like, yo, like outdoor team, y'all couldn't hustle one of the other dudes on the team to be like, yo, can you give us a oh, I got a repair, my bad. Oh, now I think I go back, don't I? Oh no, that's terrible. 109 and it's dry heat. Ugh. Is that a relief or not? Because humidity is something I just can't stand. It's yeah. More people can get on the barge the timers in case someone joins in on the fun. Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of neat, actually. Whether you can wear a shirt and pants is perfect weather. Pants, huh? Oh, pants are not me. That's yeah, dry heat is so much of a bearable Arizona is dry heat, but then again, so yeah, it's I would still like I'd still want to die. Don't get me wrong. That's insufferable. But yeah, yesterday was rough. Like I wake up in the morning and I'm like in this I'm in this heavy sweat. I'm like, what the hell? And then that's when I realized, wow, it's like already like 70 something degrees outside. It's like 6 in the morning. Crap. And I go to the gym and I'm like, oh, it feels like such a relief by comparison. Yeah, pretty sad. Okay, so now I'm gonna hit the repair button. Smart. Okay, we just need one more gun. Gun. Okay, so it's a group kind of thing. That's sort of neat, actually. That's quite novel. I like that. All right. Heat is heat with the monster right now. It's not a dry heat either sucks when it's hot enough. Yeah, like today is going to be 94. What's the humidity going to be like? I think it's going to be pretty cool. 52. Okay, so it's not that bad. It was worse yesterday. But I'm still going to bitch like a princess. Wow. All day. Okay, so now what do I do? Now I get mana spores. That's the green shit, right? I'm pretty sure that's the green shit. Okay. I can do this. Green shit. Ah! God. Wait. Okay, wasn't there an easy way? Oh, no, it's these I gotta get? Oh, okay. We may break a record and reach hundreds in Middle Michigan. Ugh. Oh, so it doesn't get that hot over there? Must be nice. Hitting 100, well, it happens every now and then here, but it's not very common at all. That's like, for me, that's like panic weather. Like, seriously, like, oh shit. 2 or 3 weeks ago was the hottest it's ever been in my country. It was rough. But we escaped. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I mean, was that like over in Europe? Oh man, it was really bad over there too, dude. And you had like scumbags being like, oh, just like deal with it. I'm like, yo, dude, heat is heat, man. No one has fun in the heat. All right. No one has fun in like, super, super cold temperatures either. But at least when it's cold, you can like, bundle up and all that stuff. And, it feels more pleasant dealing with the cold than it does the heat. Very much my opinion. But still. Ugh. All right. And it's right for Michigan too. Yeah, I feel for the folks. Okay, so what's the thing called? It's a beacon, I think. BAC. There we go. Light veil, a recall, a beacon. Oh, wait. What's this? Recover a fragment of alien void or arcane magic? What the hell is that? Wait, wait, that's the world boss thing. Shit. And I never looted it. Oh no. That's tragic. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Because now I gotta beat the world boss without being able... Well, can I? I don't think I can queue up for the questing still. Fuck. Oh, that's not good. Oh, no. Oh, maybe it's in the mail? Nope. Probably not. Shit. Hmm. Damn. I thought I looted too. Oh, man. Shit. This is not good. I always have new mail. Yeah, let me double check just in case. Because I did leave the area without looting. So, you know, there's a chance. Let's see. No, that's a void shard, you son of a bitch. I don't want that. I guess I could, yeah, I could try the questing thing. Let's see, something quest. What is it called again? I don't know what the thing is called. Shoot. Can I just say world boss? I don't know if I could just say world boss. Nexus captain? That's the guy, right? Kill the captain heroic. Are these people like me? I have a feeling these people are like me. Look out under raids? Okay, I'll look under raids. Oh, you know what? Here's... Someone's pulling at least. So hopefully... This should be probably good enough. As long as I help them stay alive, then eventually people will come. They'll come. Yeah. So I just gotta make sure I loot this bastard. Yeah, it's a bummer. I'm pretty sure I AoE looted the guy, but maybe I looted someone else. And the dude wasn't even nearby. But it's okay. I got like 7 minutes. We're good. We're good. And then it'll be a relaxing rest of the morning of house visits. And then I'm gonna turn on this damn computer. And I'm gonna run downstairs and my ass is gonna stay there. Alright, where is everybody? Come on, people. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe this, maybe I was overestimating people actually coming over to help. Because I don't think they're coming. Actually, I think everyone who was here, they're dead. Oh, no. Oh, that's tragic. Dude. Can I hold out? I don't know if I can hold out, though. There's one Brett Pally here. Oh, brave warrior of the light. Let's go. I think I joined an overconfident tank, and now I've become the overconfident tank. Oh, they're all multiplying. There's so many dudes. Oh, well, this didn't work out. Quick invis. I used my bubble and everything, so, well, I'm gonna go out like a man. Like, you're gonna drag me out of here in a box, man. There's so many dudes. Hands off. I'm dead, dude. Nope. That ain't happening. Alright. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I have chronic cold hands after surgery, sleeping right now, and heat. My hands are freezing. That is... Oh, wow. That's eerie. I'm on heroic or normal? I'm on heroic. Yeah, I should have just been on normal. Well, if I wanted to, like, knock it out. That's okay. The music was great. Alright, I'm gonna switch over. Yeah. No, don't worry about it, Panda. I'm good. Alright. I'm gonna sit my butt right there. Let's head over to EU stuffs. Let's roll. Alright. So... Oh, this is the perfect music. Dude, Undermine boss music? Sick. This bug I've had for more than a week or more where I killed the world boss there and it didn't count, so I have to kill it multiple times, join a raid from LFG and save your time. Well, that's what I did just before, and it didn't work. So now, for the world boss kill credit thing, that's something that I've dealt with in the past. Yeah, I've dealt with that before, and usually what I've done is I leave the area, I go back to where the world quest fires off, because it'll say that I have credit, it just doesn't fire off for some reason, and then it'll complete. Like, I definitely remember doing that a bunch of times on, during Undermine. Yeah, during that patch. So that was fun. But let's make sure I got the music off. My fan's blasting right now. Thankfully, you guys can't hear it, but I can barely hear the music. All right, so this is someone else's place. That's a spoiler. Let's go to that one. All right. See, Lucy prefers cold too. The best. The best. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, cool. So this week, I plan on doing another housing video on the main channel, and this time I'm going to kind of try to frame it a little bit differently. I want to just kind of do like a good thing, you know, kind of how do I frame this? I'm still kind of brainstorming the ideas, but basically I'm going to do a sort of review of quote season 1 of housing. I know I've done a couple of things where I'm like, oh, here's housing like 5 months later, 6 months later, and blah, blah, blah. This time I want to frame it differently. So it's kind of a way of me recycling content. But I'm going to be a bit more pointed and just kind of go over, okay, here's like a win for housing and then a loss for housing. So it's like, hey, you know, this and this is great. Meanwhile, this and this sucks. Or like which audience is being catered to. Okay, the creative folk, oh, they're awesome, you know, but then what about the non-creative folk? Oh, they're feeling shitty, or you know, something like that. So like I said, once I'm done with streams today, I'm shutting all this stuff down because I gotta, you know, this is a furnace. this whole setup is a fireball. And it's insufferable. So I'm gonna be like on the laptop downstairs. I'll just be like working on stuff for the rest of the day. Yeah, that stuff sucks. Warcraft thing was over the Legion remix too. Oh yeah, that was a big thing as well. And then I just stopped doing it. I'm like, you know, I'm good. I'm good. All right. Let me make sure stuff is all right. Yeah, I did manage to at least get about a week's worth of archive videos ready. There are some folks that have made requests. I have those out, or I have those ready to go. I just need to start. I need to start putting those out in the afternoons. I'm trying to get into the habit of having 2 videos go out per day. I think that is pretty good. It just takes a lot of computer bandwidth to like pump out that much at once. So, but that's the job. All right, let's get that one. We're fine. How's the actual drive? I am oh, okay. I thought I used up more. I so far this year I've only used up about 2.5 terabytes of hard drive space. Not bad. Not bad. That's right. I can barely manage 1 per week. Well, dude, Mouse, I ain't talking about like real shit. I ain't talking about real videos. I'm just talking about, cutting the visits that I've been doing and turning it into something. Yeah. Let's not give myself too much credit, okay? Only channel share about. I don't know what that means anymore, honestly. I blow through so much bandwidth, and memory and all that stuff. Like, it's nuts. Hey, so you say clip that in Twitch. Oh, it's been like that. I've had that for a while, actually. I think it was in beta for a while, Fel. And so like once every blue moon, you'll hear me say like, oh, I'll say the phrase, and sometimes it'll just auto clip things for me. I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Why did you clip something like that? Yeah, like I think one of the first things during beta that it clipped was something about like anal stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pleasant. Takes long to edit videos. Okay, so we'll get started in a bit, but here, let me give you a glimpse of what I do. Okay, I'll give you a glimpse. So every week or so, I will start going through and I will start saving things and putting things together. I'll go with 6:30. So I will take like certain folders and I'll start putting them together. From all the videos that are like put together. So for example, I guess 6:30 is a good one. So like here's like in here are all the videos that have been recorded like during that week. So 6:30 is a Tuesday. And so like here's all the stuff. And then here's like, 7, 10, 12, here's like 13 gigs of like whatever. And then here was like the big one from the first. This is with the Wild Kia group. And here's like a 25, so that stream was 25 gigs, which is, a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Actually, I think it was like 30 something because I think those were all the same day. Yeah. I think I stopped and then I brought it back together again. Anyway, once that's done, then I take all of these. I take I take those raws and I put it on to like one big track. So here it is. So here's about 12 hours worth of videos. All right. And then what I got to do is go all the way in and be like, okay, where did I start? So I'll go right into the stream, and I'll like look for obvious identifiers. Like here I am standing in front of the homestone or whatever that thing's called. I'll wait for the start of the visit. I'm like, all right, cool. Then I'll cut that over and over and over again until I have about 15 to 20 of these visits all carved up on this timeline. After that, then I go into then I grab something like here. So like here's Tamaria's thing. And then I'll create a new track, which is here. From here, I just plop the track onto a new timeline, put down the music, and then put in like really minor stuff. So here's like the intro, and then the swipe over, and then there's her name, followed by the date. I make sure that the date's in there. I make sure to kind of cut the transition here, because there's a lot of times where, between me going into the house and me actually saying, okay, so as soon as we go in, blah blah blah. So I'll cut out the dead space that happens before that. Sometimes I might have a pause between visits, or in the middle of a visit, which is hugely annoying for me. But it happens, and so I need to like trim that out too. So I'll do a quick pass, or maybe not so quick pass through the whole visit. And then once that's done, I get to the end. I try to look for a good part where it seemed like I ended the visits, throw in the last thing, and then I'll queue it up for encoding. So I'll do this for like maybe 10 videos at a time or something like that. And then encoding all those takes about 30 minutes to an hour or something like that. And then I have like this many gigs of stuff. Then I got to upload all that stuff. And then probably the hardest part of all this is sitting my ass there and making a thumbnail and a title that still feels like it pops. And the really challenging part about this is, well, one, I suck at thumbnails anyway, and titles anyway. But two, I'm doing it consecutively, which really sucks, because it's like, okay, cool, this feels like a good title, and then I got to work on another one right after. I'm like, oh, how do I do this one? Do I feel particularly inspired by like the one I'm about to put out? Maybe yes, maybe no. So it's part of the struggle why if I encounter or if I'm uploading, if I'm doing an upload of what is basically a warband house, which may not have like super unique characteristics to it, I really struggle. I'm like, how do I do this one? Oh, what do I say? It's a really pleasant home. You know, I don't know. And so here I am just kind of sitting my ass like, for a long time. That's probably the hardest part. What slows me down the most with putting these things out. It's rough. So yeah, now you know. Now you know how all that works. Yay. Have I tried DaVinci Resolve? I have not. Once I started using Adobe stuff, I just haven't gone back. Um, it's expensive though. Like I pay a discounted version. It's like 30. It's still $30 a month, but for me, it's worth it. You know, it's you know, I produce enough that I can afford the cost, and it's just, you know, the cost of work and all that. Um, I know there are freer ones out there, but I'm just so used to this. Uh, Transitioning over would be like hugely disruptive, especially because now I'm like kind of like churning things out on a regular basis. I'd have to do like this really rough transition of like, okay, so I've been doing it like this, but I also need to work on both. I have to work with both pieces of software concurrently, and then yeah. But then it's not just Premiere that I use. I use Photoshop, and I use what is it called, Adobe Audition, for like really easy and quick conversions of the audio to enhance my voice a little bit. So yeah. Yeah, but no, I don't have. I tend to not have lag with Premiere, but I also have a pretty high spec system, so I can deal with like lots of data at once. Anyway, that cut 8 minutes into my time, but no, that stuff's fun to talk about though. So like, I'm always happy to like nerd out with folks about like, you know, software usage and you know, best practices, or you know, just talk about that sort of stuff. Anyway, I need to chug some of this shit. Oh boy. Now, some of your stuff is like your stuff, and along with other folks, like the whole sliding thing. Oh, that's such a cool effect. Very, very smart. Like the techniques that people have figured out. It's very cool. Big respect for that. There's a, you know, just like how you guys put stuff together. There's a certain artsiness with putting it together. It deserves high praise. I don't know if it means anything coming from me, but it's very, very good stuff. Enough for me. As if like yeah. I don't think very highly of myself when it comes to stuff like that. So whenever I get that acknowledgement, I'm like, oh wow. And internally I'm like, this is so weird. I don't deserve this shit. All right, folks, this is Ashvane's place. Now we're over in Razorwind, and yeah, it's kind of cool because we're doing this climb up. But as we move over, it gets like real. Like this would be such a great place over in Founders and like the spooky part, but because we have this whole vibe of a rundown chateau. Really like how this comes together, because I think what's really helping to bring this together is what I think are these wells, upside down wells. I think yes, they are. It is a tower of wells. You know, that's all stacked down to create these side structures here. That's really neat. I like the creativity there. It's only so often that I've seen these wells being used to this kind of effect. But thanks to the current budgets, it allows for something like this, and it's coming out really nice. Now, now it does. Now it also comes off as kind of awkward because you have like these wooden stairs, whereas everything else is like meant to like have this very this very Gilnean style feel. But I really like how this all came together, and you can see like the little exposed bum back here, but well, that's okay. That's okay. We know what we're supposed to see. It's right up here, and it's a great structure between the tables that are here on the side, and then it's also like here you have minimum wagon usage. You have one that's used up top there, and like that's it. So very neat that they didn't opt to just try to like slam a whole bunch of wagons in here and then try to obscure it and all that stuff. No, no, no. They went and tried to build their own thing. And I think they were pretty successful with that. So between the wells that are here, the structuring, they even have like an upper area there with like stuff. Yeah, really great shaping. And then here, I think these pillars, I think these are gravestones, or yeah, these are gravestones that are helping to act as the towers. I like that. You have the greens here to hide some of the awkward clip, and then the rest of this, it's acting as like this big arch or maybe a trellis of some sort, because here you have like a beam there, the curved table to bring that together. Yeah, that's really good. Really, really good. All right, so let's head inside. Yeah, I slept really bad last night. Like as soon as the migraine hit, I'm like, all right, good night, dudes. Took some meds, passed out. I think at like 10. I was out for maybe like 7 or 8 hours. I usually don't sleep that long. I usually do like 5, 6 hours or so. Afterwards, oh man, my back starts getting all funny and everything. So when I woke up, I was like, oh, I felt like I was just res from the dead. All right. So as soon as we come in, we get something like this. We get this, what feels like this cool, almost cinematic effect. Like it feels like fake, but it feels, I don't know, it feels kind of gnarly at the same time. Because we have like these effects of light bouncing in from the side. We have this glow from up above, but then we have this very high contrast with the shadows, the otherwise darker atmosphere that's here. And then you have like these petals which ignore all sense of lighting. So I I don't know why, but I'm thinking of like this is gonna sound weird. I'm thinking of Devil May Cry. And I'm thinking of like those cinematics, which are kind of like over the top, or you'll see like Dante doing something, he's like twirling around with the guns and all that, and then for some reason there's like flower petals going around, and then everyone's just kind of watching him do his moves, and everyone's like, okay, why are there like flower petals going around? That's very, very awkward. But oh well. Here's what we have as soon as we go in. So I think we're just kind of like, okay, we have a side door. We come right in, and again, very pleasant glows kind of coming from these hunter tables. That's where it's coming from. Okay. So here, okay, we'll look at that side door in a bit, but I'm just kind of like peeking in. Coming into this, it feels like a dream. Almost. It feels like we're going into like this sort of like dream world. I mean, I think we'll get over it as soon as we get past that, but we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, though, let's go in here and okay, this very different setup. Plans for Galneus right up front. Technology is dominating here, but then also there's a different front. So it's another front door. And I think this is an elevator. Yes, elevator. So there's gonna be an upper area which might have this sort of like tech vibe to it. So it's going to have so it's two houses basically. So let me look at the notes really quick. The house has two sections. Ground floor has a secret area behind the Gilnean map on the wall, like that, and then the rest is straightforward. I'm not going there yet. Let's go here first. Let's go through here first. I want to see what this place is, because yeah, it's kind of gnarly seeing this whole dreamscape. Let's go past it though, and we'll see how this turns out. Notice how we're going with this lower light all throughout the place. So the glows that we are seeing, they pop really hard. So here again, you have like these glows plus the tombstones making for this kind of ethereal looking fountain effect. Yeah. It's almost like the drapes here are also counting as this sort of waterfall effect. It's not, we're not seeing any semblance of water here. It's just simply like this sort of like gravestone or dedication or something like that. But neat shaping, because we have these oh gosh, what's the place called? Maldraxi stones. And then you have these basic labels that are being very much used. These are one of the most popular things coming out of this patch so far. Like, people are liking these. And then tucked in on the side, one secret tomb for a bird person. All right, no one's been here for a while, so it's actually kind of like doubling up as a storage area. If anything, this place has just been. This is kind of like the forgotten crypt, because that's just an open tomb. No one's really like caring about it. They just kind of like store stuff back there. Not a big deal. They just want to like display like the really pretty stuff instead. Oh yeah, check out, yeah, what a grand sort of like arch they have set up there. That's neat. That's neat. Yeah, and then we have, oh, okay, so I think these drapes are being used as like these extra lighting effects. Yeah, like I said, like this house with the glows, the lighting, it feels like a sort of dreamscape. Like I should be looking at this with like drunk glasses or something as we're wandering over. Let's see over on this spot. Yeah, we just kind of like get this look over here. Yeah, that's neat. It's a very simple effect, but I really like how that plays off. All right, now we get to this part. I feel like we're guest book. Boom. It's kind of interesting. Okay, I don't know if that's a guest book, but we are climbing up like one floor, and then we finally hit the guest book. But now we do enter a place that feels a lot more homely. Really strong Suramar vibes with this spot here. Hard purples, of course, you have the Suramar style windows. We're having our wine or arc wine if we want to play that off. Yeah, some really cool shapes here. Very clean looking setup. It's clean, but it's you know, a little bit more minimal on the kit bash. I mean, you know, we have this very sharp looking stove here. But otherwise, we're using, you know, some more simple shapes to set this up. I would say like the cool part, one of the cool parts here comes from the flooring being used. Check out how this works. You know, we just have beams, just beams, you know, no platforms being used. And then, you know, they're doing their best to be careful about the clip. But like, for example, like this shot here, really smooth shapes that you have here. You know, really like how this comes together. In a few weeks or so, you know, if they want to, they can transition this over to the upcoming tiles that'll be coming out. It's going to be more expensive on the budget, but you'll be able to achieve such a clean shape from it. It's going to be amazing once that becomes a thing. We saunter over here into like the lounge. Lots of smokes here. Some minimal stuff here to kind of like keep the smoke out, but then you have like all this to soak up all the smell. So you come in here, even if nothing's lit, like you come in here, you just have this really strong waft that's coming in. You just can't get out of here. So eventually, whoever's living here, if they have a spouse, one of them is going to be like, dude, I'm tired of this. You've got to take that whole tent thing, get that thing out of here. Otherwise, the smell is going to get all over the drapes and all that stuff. And then that person's going to reply, well, that's the intent. And then, you know, they're going to go at it, dude. Not like that, but, you know, they're going to trade barbs. But I love the smell. It's my favorite, you know. Brings back childhood memories. Childhood memories of what? Your dad? You hate your dad, Jeff. Anyway, so let's go through here, which is, okay, I think we're being let outside. But before that, oh, some really neat shaping here. I think these are like canvases, perhaps. Yeah, so we have canvases that help lead us out. They kind of like kind of solidify that arch here. And that's going to take us out to the outside here. Ooh, okay, this is cool. This is like a whole, okay, we're kind of going out into this oh gosh, what's the place called? Ancient Ashara or something like that. You know, like before the Sundering and all that. It has that kind of vibe, or like an old Suramar city. Oh, that's neat. This looks really cool, especially from this angle. You know, we're coming down here. It feels like this looming city that we're coming out to. Ah, really neat. Really cool. There's too much. This is a lot to soak in, dudes. So here we have like I think a whole bunch of these like street posts, I think. Yeah, fence posts, but they also have that included glow. So again, this whole dreamy kind of look. I love these glows. Very, very unique. You know, we're coming out, the structuring is really tight too. Here we have, what is this here? This is fireplace. Big old fireplace that's being used as the pillar here. Again, very unique with the decisions here. You know, despite the blocky look, it works. Yeah, works great because of the way, you know, the patterning looks and everything and how it goes with like everything else. So again, you know, being a Nightborn fireplace, that, you know, that really helps it come together. Um, so the theme stays really strong. You can see how the elven tables, they continue with the shape. Another one of these fireplaces here. The draconic vase, it still happens to work too, despite it having a bit of a different pattern. Let's climb up a little bit. And we're going up more of these elven tables. Boop, 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 boop. Up to this very pleasant spread of noms and drinks. We have another nice sitting place for those who are done. I want to just kind of continue the conversation over a cup of pink tea. Oh yeah, really, really great stuff. So let me kind of go back here a little bit. Love this too. Yeah, huge set of like flowers. Even like the nipping candles, they bring out like a certain glow here. Yeah, so yeah, check that out. Oh man, give me like 10 rooms of these, and then we'll all of a sudden we'll have like Suramar City all over again. So this is a great depiction of bringing Suramar to life. You can see again, we have like these nice sharp shapes with the beams all shaped together to create like these kind of temple-y structures, but then you have like a good dressing of these different you know, the elven table bringing this shape. Again, pillars from the fireplace help round it out, and here's the top of it. So it still works. Yeah, still very functional with how it all comes together. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, really neat. Let's cross over real quick to this top area. Wow. Yeah. Great capture of what Suramar ought to look like. So neat. It'd be kind of cool. I don't know what the shield was supposed to look like, but like I would almost imagine like somewhere out here would be like some sort of shape. It would be hard to depict though, because you can only get so much of an effect there. But if you could have like depictions of like the shield or something like that, that'd be pretty sick. Wow. So let's I'm gonna drop down here. And I don't think there was anything here in this alleyway here, but let's do a quick look. Yeah, and they also made sure to kind of like close things off. And it's very interesting because it's like not a set pattern that we have here. It's not like a simple courtyard. Like they have like this very irregular shaping, you know, so it feels like a naturally like just one part of the city. Yeah, so it comes off really, really great. I don't know if it would have been better if, like, instead of these platforms, if they just kept it up with these arches over and over and over again. I don't know if that would I don't know if it would kiss great here in the middle because it would look like this, and that might not be like very aesthetically pleasing. That's just kind of one thing that comes to mind as like an option there. I think I've done it before in like some other build. I'm like, okay, let me do these arches, see how they come together. It looked pleasant, but yeah, it's that's very much like a hey, this is just what I feel like doing, or like it's kind of an artist's interpretation. Yeah, they're great. They are great. Yeah, I still really like this. I didn't even acknowledge the Nightwell being used right down here too. Dressed heavily, very heavily in the greens. Yeah, really neat. Really, really neat. All right. So this is kind of like Kind of like, now that I'm thinking about this, this has Arcway kinds of vibes now. Now that I'm returning from this, now that we came back from such a heavy Suramar vibe, this feels like the Arcway that we're going into. These kinds of like sewery areas. So now we're gonna go through the secret stuff. And what sort of vibe might we expect? Okay, so I thought this was gonna be an elevator taking us somewhere. Maybe this will take us like downstairs ish. So we'll see. What is going on in Gilneas? This is not Gilneas. Okay. So, all right. So we got this big shift happening. Oh, there's a battle station over there. Okay. All right. Oh, dude, maybe this is Suramar in the future. That'd be kind of sick. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, because we got a laptop over there. And we have, what feels like a kind of modern-ish kind of bedroom, right? Really gnarly setup here. Now, what's cool is instead of just having the exposed beam, they just exposed pipe is what I mean. They only exposed a little bit of the pipe, so it has this sort of frozen look to it. Instead of, I don't know if there are other pipes here. Okay, there's like one pipe there. So you can see how there's like the lightning effect and all that. Here, they just, never mind that. Let's just put in like the edge of it. And then we'll use these felt candles, it looks like, to add like a little bit more effect. But you have like this cool lighting situation here. We'll cross through here, which feels like a kind of like this whole sanitary cleansing thing. Like you walk through and all the funk like just won't go past it or something like that. We have our modern shower style. Of course, we have our product. Doesn't matter what era it is. Yeah, very modern type. Modern style, I'm sorry. Got our stuff. Get ourselves cleaned up. Low toilets. Big vanity. And I think we're good to go. So let's go through here. Yeah, neat effect using these style lights plus the mirrors. And yeah, very loungy sort of spot. But I want to kind of go through here first to this sort of like engineering area. Dude, straight up. Oh, that's okay. That's something else. That's neat. That's neat. So, in the future, Suramar will build the Terminator. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Ja-jung, jung, ja-jung. You know that, right? Ja-jung, jung, ja-jung. I'm a big Terminator fan. I've watched all of them, even the ones that you think suck. You're right, they do suck, but I watch them all anyway. So I'm a big sucker for it. Really neat, though. Again, we have like this cool, like modern depictions here. This looks like a giant iPad, but that's okay. We know we're, same difference. Pretty much could be a giant iPad. But not to say that this place is like not, it doesn't have any nature at all. You have a little bit. Actually, you could almost say this is a diorama with a sort of like a dedication to what was once called nature, and all the plants here are just fake. So, or this could be like the one plant that's left in the world. Could be something like that. But at least they still have coffee. So we still got coffee. Interesting use of decor for like some of the furniture here. So here we have, interesting. The bean stand. Okay, I wouldn't have thought of this one. So it is one bean stand that they just kind of crammed in here, shaped it to be this kind of like solid fridge area. Neat. Over here we have like this nice convection sort of stove. Big vents here. I don't know what's making that. A jeweler's table. Okay, I've seen many vents. This is the first time I've seen the jeweler's table being used as an overhead. It's clean looking. I'll give it that. It just doesn't, I would say it doesn't have like the right, industrial looking color, but who cares? It's if anything, it is remember, we're in what might be like Suramar of the future or something like that. So at least it's staying on theme. Yeah, neat. Very, very neat. And then here we got like different sorts of shots, spread of food and all that. All right. Someone said to take a closer look at the head here, because like what we have here, we have the what looks like the a couple of things here. We have the Sylvanas banner, and then we have a number of like gears and whatnot that's kind of coming out there. One shelf and some wires there to round all that out. So, and I think that's a barrel down there too. That's cool. That's hella cool, dude. I like that. Oh, dude, are we gonna see more of that? Oh, that'd be pretty gnarly to see like troopers walking around or something. Whoa, what? Oh, dude, that's so neat. Wow. Oh, that's sick. Okay, this is definitely Suramar of the future. Wow. Oh, check out the bike. That looks sick too. But dude, just the whole spectacle of the city. Wow. Really neat. So let me find a place to sit real quick. All right. Boop. So I'll sit on this ancient looking couch, enjoy some just casual art, arc fruit or whatever it's called, and just enjoy the sights out there. Neat. Neat. That's hell cool. And we got advertisements up there too. That's hella cool. Yeah, check out the depictions there. I would say like as much as the glyph here, it's very, very on theme. It's also hella distracting. I'm like, oh, take that away. But yeah, check out the cityscape. That's sick. Great distance depiction here. And then you have like the multiple. Yeah, this would make it very cool. Like if we can like have certain windows that are on and like turn some of them off, so we can have that sort of vibe too. Like you could see, yeah, we would just have like a number of these windows that are glowing, but that would just add so much more character if they were to like have the ability to toggle those on and off. And you have like the attempt here. How some of these lights are on, or some of those lights are there, some of them are not, or maybe they're just trying to make like a certain kind of shape, something like that. So it's a Blade Runner kind of feel. Yeah, this is so sick. And I'm pretty sure I can't. Yeah, I can't go out there. So it's just meant to be like a window into the future. Wow, that's oh wait, we can go upstairs. Better view. Let's go. Boop boop. Oh, there's the boss too. Boop 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 boop. Let's climb. Oh yeah, here we go, baby. Now that's a view, baby. That is a view. What's so maybe intended or unintended? The fact that we're seeing, how we see like the electric bolt things kind of go across. It has that whole vibe of, we've seen a whole bunch of these like, super future cityscapes where we see like flying cars that are like zipping around and all that. It's not exactly that, but it gives off that sort of energy. That's neat. You can roam the street level if you want. Okay, so we can go out there. Neat. Yeah, really cool though. Some of these things are a little bit hard to tell. So like for example, like across there you have like what looks like mostly shelves that are making up the shape. But then other things too to point out. You have like this void well effect going there. There's a harp that's being used as like these kinds of like futuristic looking windows and all that. Oh wow. Yeah, really, really cool. And yeah, and then here's like some Pandoran branding there, being used as signs. Yeah, really neat. That's so neat. Yeah, the harp stuff. That's sick. And then what is the dressing back here? Just an upstairs porch. Sweet. Okay, so there was a way to go outside, I guess. Let's see. Can we find it? It might just be a clicky thing. Yeah, here we go. So boop. And now we can like venture out and take a look at the bike, because that bike is sick. Feels kind of simple on the shaping too, right? Because here we have like the Eye of Acaris. That was the really obvious one. Some gears, a saddle. That's a void structure. What is that? A holding cell. Wait, so that means I can click it. Boop. And I can break the bike, which is quite amusing. Steam valve. Okay, I keep forgetting the name of that one. And one big gauge there. Oh, which just works so great for that. Yeah, like yeah, very complete looking shapes here with a minimal number of objects. That's sick. So let's go down the street a little bit. Yeah, you can see the perspective at work. You can see how the beams like they come together very gently. You know, so it's very subtle with the perspective. But yeah, oh yeah, cool skyscrapers, dude. Really neat. Wow, that's amazing, dude. Amazing stuff. So Suramar of the future, huh? I guess they make it pretty far in the Warcraft universe, I guess. Yeah, really neat. So do 2 degrees that they're leaning into, that's neat. That's neat. Okay, so let me make my way back in. We are back in. Awesome. Oh, that's so good. That's yeah. What a sight. What a sight, dude. Thanks for showing us your build, dude. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. T1000 stuff. or T100, I think. Or T800, I forget. Oh well. That's all right. All right. Such cool effects, dude. Oh, did I see everything? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw all the rooms, right? I don't think I missed anything else. Didn't see the arm. Dude, the arm was sick, dude. This is definitely one of the cooler constructions. Actually, let's take a closer look. Because this looks like yeah, that's a cushion. So like the way that it's shaped is great. Because I think we have 2 of them. That's one, and then that's another that comes together. So you have like one angled down, one angled up. Here's the wrist. Here's like the joint, I guess, that's helping to disguise the clip too. And then these little hands are very clever. Very clever. Because it has that sort of like shaping that says, okay, these are kind of like the joints for the fingers. That's sick. Really neat. And there's no shortage to people's imagination in housing now. That's nuts. You know, so that's why I'm saying like the biggest winners of housing so far are folks who are on the creative side of things, who want to like really put together like something that feels, you know, whether it's abstract or artsy or something that is just like, hey, check out this depiction. Here's my imagining of Suramar City with the available parts. But then also, here it is, you know, 20,000 years in the future or something like that. And yeah, you come up with like these really cool effects. Some expensive thing. Yeah. Good point. Good point. All right. Better if you come with a small race character. It's a gnome house. All right. Gnome it is. Let's go. I hope I have all my buttons set up with this guy. I should have read that first, buddy. Do I have the things here? Okay. Let's see. Oh, I forget whose place this was. Well, okay, this is the place where that was also a gnome house. So, I'm curious. I know there's only a handful of folks here. You know, it's a small sample, but anyone here going to BlizzCon? It's kind of curious. Just a show of hands. I'll be happy to meet some of y'all if we can. It'd be great. Some of y'all are sweet. Sweet. I still don't know what's planned, but I don't plan on doing like a meet and greet or anything like that. That's not. Or yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm still waiting to like find out like what's gonna happen. You know, is that a person? No, that's just a. It like jumped around like it was all excited to see me and stuff. So that looked kind of crazy. When is it? September 12 and 13 is when that guy is. Okay, it's a gnome house. All right, folks, this is Rudrappy's place. Rover Founders and the notes said immediately, this is a gnome house. And it definitely looks like it. It is tiny baby. It's actually, is it that kind of gnome? Or is it or is it I gotta type this out because or is it this kind of gnome house? Actually, I'll display my character for now, just so we can like get an idea of like what's going on. But first, okay, check out the house itself. Really, really tight shaping here. So it looks like the house itself has been lowered. You can see like the door is just kind of like, it's like right at even level there. And in fact, even lower than that. But it still fits fine. From there, you just have a whole bunch of rocks and other things to kind of bring things together, hide the clipping that's otherwise happening. So like for example, down here, they carved out like this little not underground area, but like this little carve out here where I can like swing, have myself a good time, enjoy some foods, relax a little bit. Hello to the garden gnome person. And this place has been skinned all around. Lots and lots of greens to help hide any sort of clip that's being done here with these rocks that are otherwise overlapping or consuming the house almost. And then a couple big trees that are blasting out the middle as well. So you get like this really tight shape. Really neat. So let's climb up real quick. We go up this spot. We have this kind of upper porch area with which to do some gardening things and all. And we have our nice little view of the outside. In case someone's coming over, cool. You can see them from miles away, and then you can start slow casting your Ritual of Doom, stick your Doom Guard on them, and watch them get annihilated, processed, and consumed, all from the comfort of your upper deck. Nice. So let's go inside, past the nice little culture and branding. Let's see what we got. Oh, so you think it'd be a big old pyroblast? That'd be cool too. If you had a party with you, like, yo, let's get a Ritual of Doom going, and that'll be nice. So let me hide my dude, and we'll get to it. So as soon as we come inside, we kind of like crawl in. Okay, maybe not crawling. If I was a big person, maybe I'd crawl in. But we entered this cave area at first, which I guess is appropriate. And I think we're going into the entrance proper. Because, oh, yeah, that's just pleasant. That has a certain visual appeal. Now, I mean, that door's going to take us outside, but it's just kind of nice to see, like, what is basically a neighbor in what feels like this underground. No, well, okay, maybe not. I was going to say it's like an underground gnome neighborhood, but not really. Okay, it is a full neighborhood. Oh, wow. Oh, that looks really good. Something about the shaping here and how this comes together and the scale. It just looks so pleasant. Yeah, so clean. We're like in this, we're in this gnomish barrow den of sorts. but not really. You know, it's this underground cavernous area. There's the opening right there. The moon sort of peeking out. But I kind of want to like, what's down there? Okay, we have another house down here. Oh, this is really cool. Yeah, so we're at the very bottom of this cavern. You can see how the waterfalls come down here, dancing around all these rocks that were placed in. This is a great, great shape that they set up. Yeah, really cool. From here, whoever's here, living in this spot, they just carved out, carved out through the rocks and everything, made a house of their own. These folks here, who have much softer hands, they just went in and had one built instead. But not really, it's very much built into the cave face as well. So let's climb up in this gnomish barrow den of sorts. Not like the big trees that are helping to like shape this as well. Yeah, yeah, this is cool. This is so cool, dude. All right, so we're gonna leave that cavernous area and into more. Oh man, I really like how this comes together. You have like these little peaks of the outside, so like right there. What we're going through. It feels so wholesome, so friendly. So there's got to be a twist. So I see some technology over there because it's a gnomish house. We're going to expect something like this. And this is neat. The doors, even the doors have been like brought down in size. So let's go into this kind of like small house or apartment or whatnot. And of course, appropriate to the size, you have all these little kit bash pieces. One beam in this case helps set the frame in. From there, it looks like you have like smaller beams, and perhaps I don't know if actually I think that's one beam there that's helped to create like those drawers and shelves and what have you. And it's a nice filled out house. All in this, all kind of carved into this cavern. So we have this very, very tight climb up these tables, as you can see. We got our battle station. Heck yeah. We have our little tower. We have our little iPads for screens. 2 big keys, as far as I'm looking at, so that's damage. That is Hearthstone. And then the rest is done by the mouse. They got like those multi-button mouse. We just can't see it. So that's what I'm going with. And up here we hang out with a Murgle. Awesome. Down here at this spot, here's our place to relax, and we can see more of the neighborhood. Hey, check that out. Ooh, great perspective that we have here. So it really lends to the sense of scale to expect that we can expect in a spot like this. But I mean, it's all perspective check. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to go out there. Really cool though. Again, it really helps to set the tone of like just how big this place is. Like we found Nomergon basically. It's like, you know what, screw that. We're just gonna make our own Nomergon. Forget the damn trogs. We're just gonna go to this other place where it's not as freaking cold. We're going over to Founders, guys. Oh, let's go to Founders. Screw whatever that place is called. The dwarves suck. They haven't done anything for us. So never mind. They just migrated over here. And it feels like they're thriving. They are thriving here. Let's cross over to this other house here. And different vibe, which is great. So here we have a different style. Totally different kitchen style. Still complete. Still has all the fixings and everything that we need. Just like a different sort of approach here. So, really pleasant. Has that nice, easy lived-in feel. Nothing too crazy. We cross over. We have like another this other bedroom for a Murgle to hang out. I have a feeling that we probably won't see any secrets behind here. Yeah, won't expect anything like that here. It looks like they're doing their best to just kind of really cram everything in and create like this whole town without too many twists. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, great stuff that they put together here. But now we're crossing over, all right? Because we saw like the textile. Oh, okay. So we have like this whole minecart thing going on. All right, let's see what's going on in here, though. This Murgle's either leaving or they're like greeting us and telling us to come inside. Nope. Oh, they're telling us, nope, don't go through here. Like there's been like a landslide or something, and it's like all bad. So yeah, you'll die if you go through here. So instead, let's go down the tracks. Cool stuff. Oh wow, the tracks are climbing too. Ooh. Ooh, neat. Actually, well, we'll start off down here. So they're gonna lead up, right? We'll get there eventually. But we're back in this whole cavernous area. Because we were led there. We went to the other side. So maybe this is like a different side of it. So these are like all depictions here. All good. Yeah, really cool small houses that they have set up here. And it looks like they're filling out even more space here. Yeah, the sense of scale and life that's put in here, really, really good. Okay, so so there's an actual climb up. Ha ha ha. Awesome. All right, and then through here, I don't know if these are anything. Oh no, it is a thing. Oh wow. We have our check-in. And of course, we gotta climb up here for the check-in. Very smart. And we have this grand tavern. Oh, huge, huge place. I mean, think of the smaller houses that we've been to. This place is quite rich. So you can say either the cream of the crop stay here or everyone eats here. Because there's only so many people in town, right? But we have seen like depictions of like numerous places, numerous small homes. Get it, small homes. So it feels like no, it's a place for special occasions, partying and all that. Very really appreciate the toilet cleaner one down there. At least I think that's what it is. Notice the red though. We have like this deeper red, which is usually pretty typical for like a restaurant style. I was kind of thinking, okay, is there supposed to be like some sort of like a regional thing with this? Probably not. Gnomes and red, not normally a thing, I think. Or at least I'm very not familiar with it. Great bar setup we have here though. We got our coffees. We got our, maybe our liqueurs, our wines and everything. People are dining, having themselves a good time. Lots of food being prepped. We have this semi-industrial style. Okay, no, we got like a big thing going. Even pizza. Oh, look at that. That's their specialty. Nice. So maybe that's where the red comes from. It's an Italian place. Italian gnomes. Is that a thing? Yeah, it's a thing. Or do they eat Italian? Most definitely. Yeah, great depictions here. Making me hungry. That's not good. That's a great spread of food. And check out the stove being used here. I know what's down here. I keep forgetting the name. It's like a post or something like that. No, it's a crate. Here we go. Great because it's cheap. You can just take this thing, twist it around. This thing's flipped upside down. And then from there, you have your base. From there, you can dress it up all sorts of ways. And they did. So here we have the mirror that's being used to like skin the wooden part of that table. So that they hid that. And then I think here, oh, no, it's just, actually, there are two mirrors. Interesting. So here's one mirror. That's kind of coming down there. But then down here is this reflective mirror instead. Interesting. Here you have Lord-run fencing that helps with setting up the grills. Gildan walls that are up there too. And then you have these buttons, which could be, okay, in this case, they used these things here, which I can't seem to click on. It seems to be showing me something else entirely, which is weird. But oh well. But yeah, that's using these chess pieces there. Yeah, neat stuff. And then here, huge pantry. Very, very spacious compared to like some of the other places that we've seen so far. And then back here, big old freezer, complete with Nixia heads and lobsters and fishies, and that's it so far. So I guess it's been like a busy night tonight. Folks have been dining, having a good time. They're ready for bed, perhaps. But yeah, a huge restaurant compared to the living areas. But again, we've only seen like so many of those. And so like here's like this huge train set up because it looks like there's more under construction. You know, so they're either coming or they're going. But there's going to be more to expand upon. Really cool shaping that they have here. So they have like I forget what this thing is called every time. Yeah, it's just blankly called a mechanical device, followed by the wagon. You know, so you have like this really heavy skin on top of it. That's neat. Yeah, it's a cool little train. Now this one seems to be more for. Oh, I guess it is for transporting people. At first, I thought it was you know, just for like, okay, we're building more stuff, but it seems to be more like a monorail. Yeah, really simple shapes too, though, because here you have like multiple wagons being used. Here's that whole, you know, device. Another wagon, different wagon that's back there for the seating and everything. Yeah, so you have that whole like Skyrim kind of feel. It's like, oh, new here, huh? We're being dragged through. All right, so that happened to be the end of the train, but not the end of the visit. There's still more to explore here. So inside here is some signage that'll take us into somewhere perhaps, but let's continue the walk-in. Past the greens here. And does this lead me anywhere? Does not appear to lead me anywhere. All right. But you have this this neat fusion of technology and nature coming in. Look at all the lights. Lots of lights being used in this particular spot. We do this climb up and up again, and then we have this kind of private area. Is this where the king lives? No, probably not the king, but we have this very, very, this is the boss's room, though. This is where Boss Gnome lives, all right? They got their big chair. They got their booksies. They're studying stuff. You know, they have like lots of space for themselves, multiple places. And then, of course, you have a killer view outside. Oh, okay. Actually, that's all functional. There's like stuff out there. So we'll be like looking down there in just a bit. Yeah, really, really sweet. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. This is very pleasant. You know, we sit, we can take the blankets, put it over ourselves. You know, it's a place to either nap or to just kind of like enjoy our efforts. Like, oh, look at all of this that we've accomplished together, buddies. And soon, the world, right? Even gnomes dream, you know? So let's do this climb down. Let's appreciate the rest of this town out here. So first off, so in this quest for world domination, okay, not really, but you know, baby steps, right? Baby steps, putting together herbs, and you know, we're just trying to set up something very nice, pleasant. You know, just trying to beautify the place. Now, as for what's going on out here, you know, let's have a seat. What is this? What is being depicted here? I don't know. It could be abstract. It could just be nothing. But is this a place? Is this a map of something? Is this a logo? Is it you know, what's being said here? It might be so obvious that I feel like an idiot, but I'm not sure. Perhaps a seal logo, something like that. But they're watching something. Yeah. Perhaps like some video indoctrinating them into, you know, yes, you know, the gnome way is the only way, and you know, preparing the soldiers and stuff like that. Is that a map of the town? I don't know. It could be a map of the town. Yeah. So what is out here now? So we're outside, you know, just as an obvious reminder. So we're outside this whole cave area, which is a very grand illusion being set up here. So like, remember, we came in from like from there. There's like a climb up, so we came out from there, then we finally climbed down. So really complex setup that they made here. Very good. You know, and then on the side we have like this pleasant lake with what's to enjoy. Again, enjoy our efforts, everything that we built. This is a great build, dude. This is very cool. Lots of unique set pieces. I love the whole town feel. Like, it looks so complete. It's kind of cool. It's like, oh, it's raining too hard. Let's just take this whole thing, roll it down. You know, cover ourselves up, protect us from like super heavy rains, floods, and all that stuff. Because remember, that person's outside, so like that place is getting kind of like drenched. So you can see here, like this is where we kind of come inside, or this is where we start going outside. We start off with that climb, and then we come out. Yeah, yeah, I love the natural shaping here. You know, a lot of the builds that we see, you know, we see like really, not to say that they're basic or they're boring or anything like that, but you know, we have like these kind of standard layouts that use, that make heavy use of obviously the room shapes. And here's like some simple doors and pathways to lead us along. Whenever I see layouts like these, I'm always impressed because now we're seeing like this very advanced sort of style where the builder is constructing, you know, all this from scratch, you know, and they're making up their own layout, their own, you know, everything is like done on their own. And it just has like this really cool natural feel to it because you don't know where you're going next. You know, it's like I'm used to like, okay, I'm going down this hallway. Okay, it's very straightforward. It's just still very good. You know, there's still a great value with using like the existing hallways and all that. But it's just a really good kick when I can experience a house or experience a build that really winds me around. It's a lot of fun. So thank you again for showing us the place. All right. And it's 10 o'clock, which means I'm opening up spots. So I'm going to open, so it's going to suck. I'm going to open up fewer spots than normal. I think I'm going to only open up what I think is going to be 8, because there were folks who had signed up for previous week's visits or the emergency stream that we threw together, and then there's also a group visit that'll happen next week too. So that's going to be 6, 10. Yeah, opening up 8 spots, so it's not going to be a lot. I'm kind of instructing folks too in the direction that I think I said it. Don't include like a big blurb because it's going to take a while for people. It'll sometimes take a while for people to like type that out. Um, and if you do that, there's the risk of people signing up and then you lose your spot because you're typing out a blurb, and that will kind of suck. So I said 8, right? I think I said 8. Um, so, uh, 7:45. And we're open. So yeah, or have it ready to copy and paste. But some people who are signing up for the first time, they don't know that. Especially for the people who are signing up for the first time. And I've been seeing, we've been kind of trending towards having more and more returnees, which is fine. Um, but I think y'all might have heard me say this before. If the number of returnees exceeds the number of new people, then I'll have to do something about that. Like increase the time, the cooldown time from like 30 days to 40 days or something like that. Because I always want to have, like Kaisha was saying, I always want to have new folks coming in. I prefer more new folks coming in. So that way, you know, we get a chance to see like these brand new things, you know, brand new folks. And I want the place to feel welcome. But of course, there's the regulars too. Got to respect that. So that those are the things that I'm just kind of like weighing together. So if you want to sign up, get to it. I think I can. I don't know if I can do the command from here. But there's a link below. Just click on the big W. That'll take you to the sign-in sheet. And why? Come on, buddy. I'm not sick, I promise. I just sound like it right now. But let me head over to the next place. But yeah, can someone link it just in case? This. Oh wait, that's the wrong person altogether. We're going to Medicine Man. There we go. 20 Horde Heroes again. Customizable signs. Oh, that would have been cool. That would be interesting too. We would need it's like read it's like read sign and then have a report button. just in case. Just in case. I'll say, like I said, signups are limited in this case. A grudge book. Okay. All right. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. We're good. All right. I need to audibly remind myself to download parts of today's stream once we're done. For reasons. Okay. All right, folks. This is Medicine Man's place. We're over in Razorwind, and we have a highway and Pokemon that are out there. But first off, we have a highway. All right. This will take us well inside, and I think the door's there too. Yeah, door's there too. All right. Highway. I mean, not much to say about that, except to point out, okay, we got plenty of rugs and beams that are helping with the shaping. Nice, easy directions to follow. Yeah, I like the perspective work that happened there too. So we can make like, basically a way inside. They also made sure to shorten the beams a little bit, shorten the effects there. And then going around is a Pokemon fight. I saw like a Blastoise and a Charizard, I think. Yeah. Okay, so is this a... Okay, this is very good. All right. Now, we'll see, dude, okay, maybe we'll see like a big Pokemon thing inside, but what we have here, oh, that's sick. These are great sculptures. Very cool. Like the webbing here for the wings. I mean, these are like a bunch of like curtain things, but it's all baskets. Baskets and baskets and baskets. And what I also find charming here is how they did this effect here with the clip. Notice how you have like the kind of soft underbelly right here. That's neat. That's really neat. And they have like glove. They have like big old soft hands for glove for glove like hands. That's neat. They're all stubby. It's cute. Now this Blastoise, like I'd say up front, like doesn't look all that thick. It's really when you turn them around, that's when you see like that big old dump truck. I mean, it's a shell and all that, but I think Blastoise is supposed to be a bit bigger. But I think these baskets, they also only get to be so big anyway. So now who's gonna win? I don't know. Charizard has like the whole body slam and fly thing, so they might have the advantage and all that. All right. So let's see what we got. The notes here say there are two buildings with different themes, but one thing in common, people. All right. So I'm going to take a stab and hope that one of the themes is Pokemon. Otherwise, it's just kind of a random thing. And that's neat. So again, with the perspective check, like there's like the tunnel that we came from. It's a hard sell, I admit, but I give a big thumbs up for the attempt. All right. So we're going down the streets. We kind of understand the what's going on with the streets. And then you have your overhead lights and everything. Awesome. Here on the side, a telephone. To me, this is a telephone or a banana phone. I'm not quite sure what sort of shape that's trying to depict there. And yeah, I can't go through that. But kind of a rest stop, kind of sort of. Yeah, I gotta say, it's got to be like a telephone because there's your phone book, right? That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna guess here. And then, oh, so we're going down what looks like a city street. Oh, wow. Huh. And we have basket people. So that dude, tongue out and everything. Okay, he's skeeting off, because you have like the leg down like that. That means he's leaning hard. He's trying to maintain his balance and all that. Um, yeah, and he's just ripping down the street. And yeah, basket people. Huh, that's cool. That's hecka cool, dude. Yeah. Oh no, no! It's his. It's their. It's their. Oh no! You better look guilty, you jerk, dude. Sheesh. Oh no. Oh puppy. Anyway, let's try to not look at that too much. Yeah, this is gnarly. Very realistic depictions of like everything. But okay, let's look at the car breakdown. I'll look at this car, not the other one. The other one's gruesome. It's really cool. It starts off with a Pandoran bed. And then how else is this thing shaped? So, oh, the whole thing is the Pandoran bed. Oh, okay. And then they just built a car around it. That's sick. That's hecka cool. It was simple too, because you have the bed, and then you have like these shelves. That's the spoiler. Here you have this weapon rack that's acting as, kind of this overhead, but also, despite the clip, makes a very convincing, like a windshield. And of course, you have Basket Man, basket, basket, basket. This dude's just chilling. So that's like the happiest dude in this build so far. Yeah, great work. Great work with setting that up. You even have a dude being dragged in the rickshaw. And she's like yelling at the dude to like hurry his butt up. Sheesh. It's all right, lady. I'm guessing that's the lady. Yeah, so yeah, she's kind of messed up. This is like a not a GTA kind of feel, but and then this dude seems sad. Why are you sad? Flowers are looking great. Things are thriving and all that. Yeah. So let's look at what's going on here. This person is. Oh, can I get past? Oh, okay. There's privacy screens. Okay, so that person is surprised about books. Oh my God, books! Yeah, is that what's? Or is that there's like no one here to like, yo, I'm trying to buy books and no one's here to like check me out, man. The prices. He should be running off with some of these bugs. Okay, so here's a car here's an unmanned car in their spot. Oh, it's a charging station. Oh, look at that. You can barely see it there. Which that I appreciate that. They made me look down to like look for that. But I was rewarded by seeing what is under there. I like that. So yeah, charging station down there. Let's go down the road and okay, what's going on here? This is okay. Okay, this dude's risking it all. You know what he's doing? He's going viral. That's what he is doing. Okay, there's gotta be someone here with a phone. Please tell me there's someone here with a phone. Okay, there's a device there. No, no, it's a drone. There we go. So this could be the media. I'm gonna guess that this dude owns this drone, or like someone else is controlling the drone, but then it's his idea. He's just going viral and everyone's watching. Yep, yep, yep. But this guy clearly doesn't care. Uh, this guy, these guys are both these guys are very much more interested in seeing AI making art for them. Yes, little lazies. Gosh, 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 gosh. So let's pan around a little bit. Going down this street here. Yeah, these don't seem to be accessible for us. It's just, just here, which is cool. And this dude is doing his best to try and get some water out that well. He's getting there. He's almost full. He's just still working on it, but he's doing his best. So, keep at it, buddy. Okay, this is a busy street. Everything's happening somewhere. So this dude. Okay, so I think that's the victim. But these guys, or someone here, is trying to. Oh wow, this fire truck is sick. It's a Merkle driving the fire truck. Yo, welcome to the city, yo. Welcome to the city. Okay, they love their job, clearly. So that person, I'm guessing, is a firefighter person. Okay, why are they down there by themselves? They should be up here actually helping out. Okay, there's the puppies again. I'm not looking that direction again. So here's the puppies up here. Yeah, they're trying to catch that dude. Place is on fire. No one's putting out fire because there's not enough budget for all I know. Yeah, there might not be enough. Crazy. Good fire. No, it's a great fire truck. That's sick, dude. All right, so that's gonna be later, I think. I just want to make sure I'm covering like all the angles too. So we came from here. Came from here. Oh, what's this guy doing? This dude is getting food or getting stuff from the vending machine. Nice. That's the way of the world today, man. Oh, he got a smoke and everything. Oh, you know what he's buying? He's buying more smokes. Perhaps. Yeah. Okay, so that's the place we'll probably go to later. I just want to make sure I go around here first. And now in this next section of streets, parking lot here on the side. Here we have, yeah, this feels like more like a parking garage of sorts. But then what is up here? It's sort of fenced off, but we can climb up to this other basket person. And then up here, folks are, oh, he's, okay, that dude's chilling. Because of the whole basket look, like it's hard to tell, like kind of like a who's what. But in this case, like he looks like I don't know, he looks like a gangster dude, and he's like outside of his penthouse and paid with drug money and all that stuff. I don't know, it just has that vibe because it has like the whole flat top kind of look to it. But that might not be it. It just might be the way that these people are. But yeah, he's chill. But then we also is just kind of saying hi to the neighbors, so it also has a wholesome feel too. Yeah, could just be that, or it could be both. Over here on this side, yeah, the dude is just doing some road work. All good, because I'm pretty sure I can't go past that. All right. And then back here, which I haven't seen yet, we have a dude with a knife. Wait, oh no. Oh no, dude, this dude. It's like here's here's young Murphy. He's only 17, about to graduate from high school and all that stuff. Got his whole future ahead of him. But then here's Greg, who's like, I didn't get on the team. You know, I keep getting rejected. He stole my future. He took everything from me. I'm going to take everything from him. And so, you know, we got that. And these people are just watching. They're just like, we better not say anything. That kid looks crazy. We might be next. Right? So here I am, too, being like, is it worth it? Should we help? I don't know. But hey, for all we know, like he might come out and then this dude will just nail him. So like fate might save him, might save this kid. And then off he goes to college. And then, and he's going to go to college. He's going to make it on the team. He's going to, you know, be all pro, get on NBA or whatever, you know, get some rings or whatnot. And he's going to thank this dude. And he's going to invite this. Yeah, that's what's going to, he's going to invite this dude over to like the championship game when they win the finals and all that stuff. He's like, I dedicate all this like to him. If it wasn't for him and that twist of fate, then I might have been killed. But no, I thank you, brother. That's how it'll be. Yep. So I think this is a great story in the making right there. Meanwhile, these folks are just jerks. They were just chilling. They had, yeah. Okay, this guy. Okay, he clearly could see too. All these people, they get no thanks, man. They get no thanks. Never mind that the biker, like, it was just like a random incident and all that. That was very fortunate. All right. So what's going on here? Is that a missile coming in? Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll see. Because cops are here. Oh God, please don't tell me this is going to become a social commentary kind of build. Oh, please don't. Please don't. But let's see. What do we have here? We have some folks who are being taken in by our dudes in blue. We have, okay. Oh no, it's a huge car accident. This is terrible. It's like, ma'am, you need to like stay away. You know, it's pretty crazy over here. So like, here's like the victim. Oh, he's done. No way. There's no coming out of that. Yeah, I mean, they're not even trying. I think these two are like probably paramedics because of the way, because they're both uniformly dressed and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, this dude, nah, he's done, man. They ain't nothing happening. And she's like, oh no, this is terrible. Oh boy. Wow. Wow. That's not a care in the world from this lady. I'm gonna say it's a lady. Not a care in the world. It's all just another day for her, you know? Wow. Meanwhile, this dude's like, "Oh, you know, when the hell are you gonna get this stuff out of my way? You're disrupting my business. You know, traffic ain't going through. Everyone's mad. I'm mad. You know, look at my lobsters. They're gonna be thawing. Who's gonna pay for this, man?" And he's like, "Well, you know, this is a big accident, and you know, it's gonna take you know, so many hours to do the investigation. What are you trying to investigate? You know, one car hit the other. That dude got flipped over. He's dead. Get him out of here so I can sell my lobsters." Right? That's, yeah. And then meanwhile, here is like the wife or partner or whatnot, you know, she's just trying to serve whoever she can, trying to, you know, do what she can. And then here's Jake. Here's Jake. Sad Jake. Oh boy. Come on. Are these Jake's parents? Oh no. Well, if anything, dude, Jake's parents are kind of messed up because they're like, yo, you just lie there in your filth, Jake. Sarah's never coming back to you, Jake. You just gotta get over it. He's like, no, she's gonna come back for me. She loves me. She's like, dude, she moved on. She's pregnant already, Jake. She's not. She just got fat. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. That's Jake. Yeah, and then Jake's gonna feel even worse because he's like seeing everyone out there all happy. They're doing their thing. Oh my God, everyone's so happy. What about me? What about Sarah? Yeah, that's this town is full of stories, man. Full of stories. Like this dude, life of the party. This is who Jake wishes he could be, right? What's this guy's name though? Also Jake. It's gotta be like some sick irony. You know, loving life, you know, life of the party, everyone around them is just like, oh yeah, everything is so great, except for this guy. You know, this guy just hates good Jake. Right, he's also feeling the animosity and towards him. He's like, "Oh my god, this dude is so cringe, but this dude's so viral too. Look at him, everyone loves him. Oh, everyone loves good Jake. Jeez, man." And here's the dude walking. All right, just the dude walking. And over here, oh, the one person who is not a basket person. Ah, all right. So oh, sorry, I'm trying to get the angle of this dude. He's like, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" You know, he's got a crush on him. He ain't having it. You know, he's just this is just business, man, right? I mean, I ain't doing that here. It's all professional and all that. Oh, and this dude is just like that lady over there. Not a care in the world. They're like, "Oh, I don't know, man. Like I would just been sitting here when all this went down. I'm not moving, all right. I'm just gonna finish my lunch, then get back to work and all that. You know, I'm not bothering no one, no one bothering me. You know, let's just kind of like keep it chill. All right. All right. Crazy build, dude. Crazy stuff. Did I see all the rooms? I think I've seen all the rooms. Yeah, I think we're good. Well now they did say two oh, okay. Oh, I never told Zen Medicine Man. I didn't realize that he wrote down both houses. Yeah, cause I can only see one house, so I'm gonna have to see his house some other time. Yeah, crazy, crazy stuff here, dude. Love the stories that came out of this. I don't know if he's in chat, or he or she is in chat. But yeah, I'll have to tell him that I can only see one of their places. Really cool though, really really cool. No, I love the expressions. It's great. That's great. Love what they did here. But we are going to, I'll leave a note for later. Um, we'll do that. All right, so let's get a move on to Lucy's place. Over at 20. Uh, Exige, like, are there a lot of people that still want to see, that want to have their place visited from Hardcore Heroes? Because if so, if they just want to sign up into a big group visit, then that could be cool too. Um, and then we can include Medicine Man's other build in there too, because that that kind of breaks the whole 30-day rule if you wanted to do that. So send me an intro for the house. All right, let's do that. I'm still trying to figure out how best to handle intros too, because I usually don't ask on the form. I don't ask for a blurb, and in fact, I discourage it because of, I don't want people to lose their place as they're writing up a blurb. But it's also kind of awkward trying to manage DMs and then have that come in, because there's actually a lot of times where I'll miss them, and then I'm a monster for like killing their efforts. So let me find it. You sent a DM on Discord. I don't see it yet. Under what handle did you send it? Lucy as well. Okay. Actually, I don't see any TM on Discord from you. Oh, wait. Message request. Okay. That's the thing. All right. There it is. Yay. What is blurping? I just call it that. Like, some people will use the where I say, hey, are there any secret rooms or anything like that? Some people, they'll throw in like an intro. A lot of the times they're short, sometimes they're really long. So I'm like, uh it's a bit long. But I just call it a blurb. All right. Me sounds fun. How's I see somebody imaginable like GP has I built, I had no idea. I don't like even during early access, like it just kind of gave the impression of like what would be possible. And like they knew. I remember in conversations that we would have, I'm like, you realize we're gonna get like, because we're going all in with user generated content and this very free form placement. I was telling them, dude, you're gonna see QR codes, you're going to see people who are using, they're gonna find like the favorite thing and they're gonna use that as a brush stroke and they're going to make like straight up real drawings and stuff like that. And we see it. I'm like, are you guys prepared for that? They're like, as long as it doesn't crash the servers or violate any laws, then sure. it's it's all good. I'm like, cool. So it's one of the really big joys. And it's the reason why, in this upcoming write-up, um, the creativity of housing has been paramount with its introduction. And I think it was a good call to do that because the creative side of World of Warcraft is a very untapped audience. Like you see it with role playing and things like that. But the ability to have like this sort of expression, you don't really see it. Now, obviously, we have folks who are like, oh, I want functionality. I want the houses to like actually do something. I don't want it to just be like a thing to look at. I want it to, again, do something. I get that. And I think that should be eventually answered too. But who gets first in line? I think what they did here and what they decided to do here was mostly the right call with how they wanted to do it because it got folks like us like really excited. And then eventually they'll move on to like more stuff. And to me, like the next thing is aside from the artsy stuff and the creative side, it's going to be ego. That's how I'm mostly labeling it. They're going to cater to the player ego next. That's going to come in the form of transmog as the core. That's why that's been like number one in my like request things. So, then I can like tell stories about, oh, look, here's the story how I got this thing. Anyway. All right, folks, this is Lucy's place. Now, we're over in the spooky part of Founders. We can kind of see here we have this whole vibe of the graveyard kind of being linked to the outdoor graveyard here that's outside of the lots. But otherwise, they're owning up with what they have here. Lordaeron fences, they line the outside of the place here. Seems to extend pretty far back, too. So we've got like this whole lot to look at. But first off, let me read this blurb that they have. Welcome to the Crimson Manor, a vampire nest of some renown in Azeroth. And here the vision of a big fancy rich vampire mansion and an old spooky haunted mansion becomes one. Only a single vampire rests here permanently, yet they have plenty of space to host many as well as more private exchanges. And although plenty of blood flows through here, it is not the source of the mystic and unknown aura that lures. Maybe it's from the long-dead vampire god in the ultra space or the many secrets hidden in the walls. Tread carefully, mortals. All right, so let's go inside real quick. So we have our mailbox, right? Just drop all your stuff there, all good. I'm sure the mailman's like, "No, I'm good. I'm just gonna bring it right up there instead." So boop, and then they'll run out real fast. Now, for a place that only has one person, and a place that seems to try and be more welcoming than predatory, there are quite a few graves here. So it's more, it kind of feels like, you know, they moved in here on top of the graveyard. And they're like, yeah, I'll just take like some of this fresh stuff here. You know, it's all good. I'll take donations. I'll take donations of bodies, and it's all good. I like this though. This feels like a promise of the future, or like later on. We haven't seen the inside yet, but you know, later on we'll be able to see something like, you know, like an immediate basement. So, and then this will be like just the alternate exit. So as we go around the lot, you know, here we have the ownership of the lot. Here it extends all the way back here too, which makes it feel very, very spacious because of the attached graveyard. We do have our place to sit and relax and drink blood. You know, let's not kid ourselves. It's almost like here, it's like they have this whole market area for themselves. Oh, let me just get some more bodies, just in case I need something else. But they also have some habits. They grow their own stuff, like these very depressing looking roses. Gilnean roses, which under this lighting, looks even cooler, looks even gloomier. I never really noticed that. You know, you have these bright roses that are otherwise, you know, being like really dragged down by the lighting. But then you have like multiples that are growing. Okay, some of them, okay, not doing so great, but some of them, oh, you know, okay, now I got it. These bodies used as just fertilizer. There we go. Yeah, that's all it is. Just fertilizer. They're not draining the blood or anything. They've been dead for a while. They just use whatever usable body parts are available, dry it up, grind it out, fertilizer. Easy. So maybe not. maybe they are using like some fresh parts. So, you know, that's business. That's just kind of how it goes, I think. All right, so I think we're ready to go inside, and I'm sure I'll survive it. No problem. No problem. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is this is wholesome. All right. Let me double check news things really quick. Anything cool happen? No. No news. All right. There's a mount, but that's not news. That's whatever. No big deal. Okay. So as soon as we head inside, we have this really wholesome, okay, vampire wholesome sort of entrance. Let me turn around real quick. Oh, wow. Check out the color and pop here. Oh, that's neat. So I really like how all this comes together. So between the hard greens that we get from the portal, that does a lot to sort of highlight everything here. It's a cool accent color. Because what else do we have here? We have like this table here. We have these other curved tables, Gilnean walls on the side, big greens that are addressing the sides of it. And then, of course, we have like these little like side shelves and whatnot. Someone spilled the wine. Jeez. Like they barely made it inside and they're like spilling stuff. So we have a bit of a klutz here who's visiting this house. Well, let's creep closer inside. I don't think we'll find secrets that soon. Crossover, past the banners. Oh yeah, real. Oh, that's neat. Really rich entryway into the place. And then of course right up front. Oh yeah, gnarly. I didn't know that it had like a spider thing on top of it. That's really cool. Yeah, great spot. Now it's not being used as it's not an actual coffin, but really cool centerpiece as we come in. Check out the whole red carpet setup that we have here. Table. I like the illusion here. Comes together very nicely. All right, so we have the upstairs. We also have one big wing over there. I presume we'll have another one over there, which I might go there for, I'm not sure. Oh, wow, check this out. Let me go around here. Ah, nice. Really cool dressing here. It's very simple with the execution. Gilman walls. They just look like the top parts of it. Brr, brr, brr. You know, 1, 2, there's like six of these guys here. Notice how the shaping isn't perfect, but at the same time, oh, it is. It has that that kind of like natural stone feel, bringing all that together. Like you can't shape it all perfectly, but you can do the best you can. And you know, otherwise, I like how that comes together. Yeah, to create these little openings here. That's sick. That's really sick. Oh, there's a door here. I wouldn't have seen it if not for the highlight here. So this takes me into, okay, there's a spot there, but then there's also, boop, hit the switch, open the door, and then we have mysterious hallway. Dun dun dun. All right, let's go. Oh, there's an opening here that takes us into the murder room. Highly sterile. So the way I'm looking at this is super sterilized, right? Normally the place is going to be like lined in plastic or whatnot. Murdering and all sorts of stuff happens here. Then they take all the plastic, they take it out, and there you go. Now some might say, "Oh, this is just a placeholder. You know, it's just an empty room." No, 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 no. This is the emptied out kill room. Yes. Now, even the boss says, "No, I'm wrong. That it's just a placeholder." No, the boss is wrong. I am right. let's retreat back for now. Puppy can keep watch. Good job, puppy. And let's go into this dining area. Now, this place feels welcome for, as written, it seems to be the place that's welcome for guests. So for the normies, the mortals, to enjoy. Great fireplace work here. Yeah, because all they did here, they took the normal fireplace, added some skin here. People made walls, walls, walls. A little Lordaeron grate there, or Phantom, sorry. And that's it. That's all you need. And then you have like this darker theme, if you want to pull that off. So great stuff there. Here is a kind of a familiar style of a Gothic window that I've seen a number of times now. Mirrors plus Lordaeron fences. Some of them put into like these gnarly shapes to create this kind of effect here. Sometimes I've seen them done like this. Sometimes I've seen them done in like the deep red to create that stronger Venthyr feel. But here they're actually letting in some light, some regular light. Now, as for the food spread, it's huge. Huge. We got like a kind of buffet style. So go ahead and grab your stuff, bring it over to the table, you know, nosh on things, have a good time, get loud and crazy. But boy, people have not cleaned this place up. You have some spider webs that are around here, but you know, they're kind of hard to reach, I have to admit. So kind of tough. Don't see this very often. Seeing coffins being used as cabinet bases. I find that very charming. Different kinds of wall shelves being used to hold that stuff up. Here's our open bar there. Actually, multiple open bars here. Plenty of different kinds of liquor to enjoy. And here's like what looks like the main bar, where you have most of the stuff. That thing is probably new tech that they're still working on. We have some spilled things over here. Actually, no, never mind. There's an axe. And that might not, in fact, be wine. Could be something else. It could be tomatoes, perhaps. You know, because you never know. You never know. See? Tomato juice. It's all good. Great organ that they have here. But it's also simple with the execution. You know, sometimes we've seen Like the Dalaran posts, those are really expensive, but you'll see like them like you see them lined up. Here between the lighting and the simplicity of the shapes, we still have this cool effect happening here too. We have cookies too. So heck yeah. Check out my organ. Heck yeah. That was not sexual sounding at all. But here we're using these Lordaeron posts instead to kind of like act as this sort of piping. And the organ itself, yeah, the keys and everything. Otherwise, it's great. A bit more simple with the execution, but you know, it's very pleasant to look at under the lighting and everything here. It's great. That's great. Love the spread here, especially because of the minimal lighting. That helps a lot, I think. We're going to go back here because I presume this is part of the kitchen and pantry area. Let's take a look. So what do we have? We have, so here's the wine. Here is, okay, one of these is wine. The other one is different wine. Yeah. So whatever the case, they got plenty. We got plenty that hasn't been bottled yet, and it's steaming, so it's like spiced versions. Like, oh, who wants Dinagong? Oh, that's great. That's yeah. Who wants boiled blood? That brings back unpleasant memories. So, anyway, back here, processing happening, dishes, stuff being stored, other things that are being cooked, like possibly regular meats. Possibly regular meats, all right? But it has a very live feel. You know, things are happening, things are placed. It's a little bit messy, things are in slight disarray, but it has a great vibe to it. I really like this. I really like how this whole floor is raised too. I didn't really notice that. So all this is raised. We climb down into this pantry area. Neat. That's very neat. So I saw an opening, not here. Let's go around. All right. So we're going to go down this hallway now. We climb down, boop, boop, boop. And into this sort of transition. Great branding here. Like this, like every inch of this place stays in character. No twists, nothing weird. This is no different. Now we have bright lights, but we also have these high contrasts too. Big reds, big blacks that we have like right in front of us. So it's a very cool stained glass effect that we have here. It has a, this is meant to be like vampire stuff, but it sort of has like a Blood Knight kind of vibe to it. What I really like is whatever this is here. Not that. Not that. Ah, it's just one rug. Ah, interesting. Because I like how that effect kind of comes together. And then everything else is just like, okay, let's just take some furniture and just throw it down and see what happens. So you have your curved tables, you have your benches right behind it. You have one more large rectangular table right up there, upside down bench. Those are the main shapes, right? And then from there, place them all, configure them in the way that you're liking, create that shape. From that, the contrast comes from these rugs here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, this big one. That's neat. Very unique. It's always cool seeing these sorts of structures because everyone's gotten something. They got something different to offer every time. And all it really is, this is one of those cases where I think of housing. Some people they look at housing, they're like, oh, it's like playing Barbie and blah blah blah. That's so lame. Like, no, dude, this feels like Legos. And what can you do with Legos? Anything. You can do all sorts of like crazy stuff, and make like these fantabulous shapes, such as this right here. But in this case, in WoW housing with digital Legos, oh man, it's so much more freeform. You have so much more levels of creativity to bring things together. So, like for example, here you have like all these fusion things happening. You have like this sort of like this Amani sarcophagus, not sarcophagus, this kind of ritual table thing. There's also a void. I forget what this is called. This is like some void stuff down here. But yeah, console. altar here, and then right up front is not that. This right here. Okay, the banner. Okay, they just have like the front of that to make that shape. They hit the rest of it with one stepping stone. And then up top, you have the top of a trellis, I believe. No, 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 no. That's a okay, that's a prey thing. But then there's like more here too. Oh, no, no, that's the crown. That's just the top of the dude's head. That's being used for that. That's neat. Oh, that's neat. And then of course you have the Forsaken banner right back there. Oh, that's a lot, dude. That's a lot. Really neat. Love that shape. Yeah, that's sick. And then here we have, oh, we have a comfortable kind of set of pews. Soft, we have like some soft stuff to keep us comfy because we're going to be here for all of eternity. So it's all good. You know? The boss never said anything about us leaving, by the way. It's very welcoming, but you can never leave. That's the little twist. It's all good. A little bit of work being done out here because, well, vampire or not, you can't get away from paperwork. That's it's kind of a constant thing. Yeah, great. Great stuff. So let's retreat back some. We'll head back to the main room. So we'll go upstairs later. Now, okay, there's a door behind here too. I think this is the same thing, right? No. This is simply a treasure room. A little closet space that they have tucked aside under the stairwell. The other one had the secret spot. All right. So let's get past this. And into what feels like a more kind of a public living area. You know, so this is a place for guests who never leave, by the way. So here is where we contemplate our new fate. We're stuck here forever. Now, conveniently, we can decide, oh, if we want to escape, we can just jump into the fire and escape everything forever. Right? But then here's where the boss says, oh, I'll just revive you. And then we're like, great. Great. She's like, just have some tea. Might as well. I ain't going nowhere. Go up. All right, let's go. Let's I guess we'll enjoy what we have here since we ain't leaving. So what else we got? We have oh, gaming's happening here. A campaign for 2. Interesting. So 1 dungeon master, 1 player. That feels lopsided somehow. So that's rough. But now this is like a different sort of hell. You know, you campaign by yourself. But hey, I think that happens. Everyone else is just kind of chilling here, doing their thing. They're like, we don't want to play. No, we're gonna stay out of this. Has this great living feel though. Really cool. And then out here, kind of a vibe shift. You know, notice how it's like, okay, it's red. It's kind of, you know, got lots of yellow lights. Here things kind of tone down. We have a lot more pleasant, darker blue lighting here. A chance to look out at that freedom. That's what's out there, baby. Just teasing us with freedom that will never come. All right. Let's proceed, though. So if not hanging out and, you know, dealing with our fates, we can enjoy the library. Cool branding up there. What is that? That is, I have not seen that before. This is, okay, that's a doormat, whatever. That's the back of this dude. Ah, that's very inventive. That's really cool. I like that. Because that's all it is. Okay, there's a rug there too. There's a doormat. There is the framing of this thing right here. Oh, the pendants as well. Oh, that's really good. I like that. So here's the bottom of the pendant, and then here's the frame, the rug, and then the prey statue. That is sick. All right. What else do we have here? In this library. Tons of books, obviously. Tons of books. Some walk-in-y, some live-in-y places. Oh, thank goodness, drugs. Um, boys, it's just actually it's kind of hidden away a little bit, just a little bit, but a place to hopefully escape a little bit of our fate. So here's another pretty statue. Some congrats on your raid accolades, of course. Well done. And then right up here, yeah, well, this looks great. Really like how all this is coming together, especially because it has like this tall, like creepy vibe. Ooh. So the structure that's here, actually, what is this? I'm not quite sure what this is. This is the focus. Okay, haven't really seen that. That's neat. Very neat shaping that we have over there. And as we pan over, I think I have to like pan over this twice. Yeah, yeah, really grand setup that we have here. I think that's not a bumper. Oh, it's the honor stone. Okay, honor stone, and then down there is just one of those anima bottles, arches that are crossing each other. Yeah, it all comes together great. It's a great balance of colors too. Notice how the lighting that comes from here creates that sort of soft glow against the chair and everything down here. Yeah, really good. Even the fireplace setup, lots of different shapes here actually. So you have like these benches, upside down, right side up, plus a dark portal. So in this case, it's the greens are nowhere to be seen in this case. So great job on that, because that would have kind of like made it seem sort of off place here. I mean, we saw it at the entrance, but like not in this spot. Yeah, really neat. Over there, some ruined areas, red windows. Nice. Snack on the table? A snack? Oh, nummies. And what else? I think we can kind of retreat back now. Someone mentioned something about a clock. We'll try to take a look at that. Yeah, God, there's so. I mean, I'm not surprised. There are so many details here that there are things that I'm just kind of like walking by, being like, wow. So I didn't check this corner here, and then here's this clock. Oh, very complex. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, this is not a simple device that we have here. We have, of course, like the big framing is happening with the coffin and everything. Part of the base is used in a crate. We have a Suramar window down there as well. And then let's see what else. Some Mechagon parts being used there. Some branding with the anchor. Get that. It's actually very simple shapes. So it's not trying to do like the kind of traditional grandfather clock with like the kind of like hanging pendulum looking things. I mean, these are the pendulums here. But it's going for like a totally different style. And from that, we have this pretty clean look here. Now, as for the clock face, no normal clock face, but whatever. It's whatever they like. We still know what's going on. Yeah, very unique take on that. All right, so I think now we are ready to head upstairs. And so up we go, up the tables, 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 tables for days. And then once we get here, we have a really tight climb. Boop, 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 bunch of these shelves to climb up. And from here, I really like that look. That's neat. Really neat setup there. So we have a door there, we have a hallway kind of thing there, and a door that way. We're going this way first. Into the bathroom. Oh, wow. What a grand vanity that we have set up here. Check out like the whole bench that helps to set up the shape here. It might be a little bit hard for folks to see, It's all right, but we can kind of get like the gist of what's going on. You know, we have a number of things here, like a big brush. We have like soap and whatnot. The the little defecation station is right over here. Once again, very on brand with the coffin lid. Get that? We even have like some rip TP over here. But of course, let's okay, let's I don't know about that. Okay, here's where normal people will keep clean. Yay. But here we have is this really like a bathtub or is it a cauldron? It's like, oh yeah, get in the bathtub, it's fine. That doesn't look like it's a bathtub, get inside. Okay. And so in you go. And then your food, then your fertilizer, or drinks, or something else. Yeah. Great, great, great stuff. Very on theme too. Oh, you can sit in the hot tub too? Nice. Very nice. Gotta respect folks that dare sit in the hot tub. I'm gonna peek in here really quick and see, like, if there's okay. So this appears to be the bedroom. This is perhaps the boss's bedroom. Ah, which means their bath was across the way. Ah, quite rich. Now, of course, they have a very, very big spread for their vanity. Oh yeah, really nice. Huge spot. Almost for two, perhaps. But I think it's the shaping that they were going for here. I like what they did here too, because you have like the one big trellis that's making the frame, followed by the smaller mirrors and all that that really bring that together. Yeah, very sexy. Instead of oh, now this is interesting. Instead of a fireplace, there's just candles. Lots and lots of little candles. Hmm. So kind of a mild warmth that we're getting from here, perhaps. All right. So from here, one bird, just in case there's a gas attack, perhaps. And then, of course, they have their grand bed that's sitting on top of another bed. So if anything, this thing's hovering. Yeah, it's hovering. And I think that's the point. So this is their bed, you know, long-term sleep, I'm going to say. Short-term sleep, right behind there, maybe. I don't know what vampire preferences are. Like, do they always want to sleep in the coffin? Or, you know, if they just want to, you know, do a quick power nap, do they have a normal bed? Do they just stand up, not sleep, perhaps? All right. So let's go. Boop. Oh. Okay. So here's the kitchen, right? The real kitchen where things are like freshly done. I have a feeling that if the boss were to walk in here, it means I'm in trouble. Shit, there's the boss right there. She's like, ah, sucker, got him. Great. So there's some spare anima just in case, you know, once I'm killed and bloodletted, it's like, oh, I got some anima. So she just kind of takes my spirit or whatever, just kind of like squeezes the rest out. It's like, all right, here, Kyrian person, go ahead and take that. I get the rest. Kyrians are like, yes, ma'am. Oh, look at that. How pleasant. There's even a place, like if we're not immediately killed, we are stored right here. With all the comforts of home, we have soft bedding, we have a full bathroom and everything. We even have a place to relax if we want to just like lean on something, as in, you know, get strapped up in the rack. You know, all good. All good. You know, once they're done with us, we can be either taken outside for later transport. You know, because not to say that vampires don't have friends. Like, oh my God, Julie, dude, I got this great catch. He's a paladin, and then Julie's like, it's another paladin, but this one's like really good. This one's like level 90, has like really good gear and all that stuff. But yeah, excellent condition. You'll love it. I'll send them to you right away. So they load them up in the thing and all that, and off they go. Other times, though, it's like, okay, cool. I got this warrior, nice and thick, really awesome. But I got a party coming, so let's go ahead and get this processed now. Brrr, so like there we go. And then boom, you got your burger meat. You're gonna take it downstairs for the guests to enjoy, right? It's all good. Yeah, everything that you need in this kitchen, all set up, including a place to sit and enjoy your dark work, or whatever evil cackle that you decide on. That's all good. It's a great dressing here, by the way, too. Lots of little pieces being used for this. So, big pieces that we have here include Savannah's banner. We have a big curtain right here. Behind this, coffin lid. Oh, no, you can stay. It's all good. This is your chair. I'm not going to mess. But then behind here, what I do like as well is that you have big Orgrimmar stuff. So you have like this chair because you want it so you can achieve like these kinds of shapes. You can have like that kind of like ripped looking wood on there. And then this side here, you have like the back of the bed. So it's a very grand setup that they have here. I like it. Very, very good. And then here's like a weapon stand as well to help create that shape. Cool. I mean, if they wanted to, they could enhance it a little bit more. It's like, oh, let's get more horns, baby, more tusks, and they could have gotten like maybe those big tusks that come from the neighborhood if they wanted to do that. But what they're depicting here, oh, it's awesome. Yeah, really sick. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Excellent. Complete with their moats of tomato juice. Excellent. Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. All right. So let's retreat back. Coming in here, all of a sudden, I'm getting that vibe of, like fresh air. As if I'm not like slurping in all the aromas that came from the kitchen over there. Yeah, so this feels like a fresh air. There's like plenty of candles burning, so it's kind of like burning off some of that excess, like whatever waft and all that. So it's like, oh, thank God. Thank goodness. All right, so we went through those two doors. Now we go here to the bosses. To their private dining. Excellent. So here in this spot, they can enjoy delicious cakes and fruits and other stuff off of this cart, which are made of blood, but it's okay. What else do we have here? Oh, just all the fixins and adornments of fine dining out here. Really nice. Really nice setup. All right. Love the cart too. And I think I've seen all the rooms. Yay. Have I seen all the rooms? I'll just double check it. Make sure that we got to visit the place. It was all the rooms. Excellent. Dude, this was a great, great spot. Yeah, love the vibes. Very consistent all throughout. Even managed a few fun stories from the place. Until we get shipped off to Julie's place, and then off we are back, into a different sort of grind. A lot of fun. Look up in the entry hall. Sure thing. What other ceiling work do we have up top? Oh, is that like a different sort of chandelier? There seems to be more than just like one thing there, right? So we have the Valdragon chandelier, plus, we have two. Oh, clever. Those seem to kiss. Oh no. They kiss very cleanly. Yeah, neat. Because I thought this thing floated. Yeah, it does float. But it's actually not doing the hover animation, which makes it fit even better. I know there are other like chandelier things that float. So the fact that this is not animated, very good. Very good. I would not have known because when I first looked, I think I might have first took a quick glance at it, didn't think anything of it. Very subtle. Well, what they thought of. All right. Another awesome place. All right. Okay, okay, that's something. The next person whispered me saying, "Hey, I'm the next one after this house. How long do you think until it's my turn?" Uh, it's, it's now. Now, just as a reminder to folks, um, I dual stream here on Twitch as well as YouTube. On both platforms, you can immediately go back and take a look. I don't private these at all. And then eventually I cut these out into individual VODs for folks. If you've been waiting for a while for your VOD to come out, you can make a request. Just go to the Discord channel. You'll see a link there that'll take you to it. And then you can put in your request. I don't make that an immediate thing. I just tell people, hey, it might eventually come out as a VOD. But if you want to speed up that process, then cool, make the request. Because if you don't, then it might take a year. And I'm almost not kidding about that. Uh, so, all right. 15. Let's go. Oh, someone was talking about like monitor light and all that too. Um, yeah, so my settings, in case people are curious, um, here are my settings for my contrast, brightness, and all that stuff. So I don't know if that's default, but this is what I see um, when I see things in like lower light. So in high contrast build, like if either unnatural dark is turned on, or if I'm using an inky black, then it comes out pretty hard. So, do I have a lot of tours I'm going to do? Well, today I'm doing 2 more. So I've done 4 today already. I got 2 more that we'll be checking out, and then tomorrow I'll do 6 more, and then Thursday I'm going to do 6 more, and then next week I'm going to do more until the game shuts down. That's kind of the plan. Yeah, I wonder how long will I do this? Am I going to do this forever? Because so far I can do this forever. I don't see an end to wanting to like look at like these all like dude, this gallery of cool. It's yeah, it's such a treat to do this. So yeah. Do I have a list? Yes. It's on the Discord channel. I put them on I put them on socials, so you'll see everyone who all visits for the 3 days coming. I only put out a list 1 week at a time or 1 week out, so it goes out every Sunday or so, and then you'll see whoever's coming for over the next couple of days. Um, yeah, so I have stuff. Someday I'll run out people who want to show off their houses or heat up the universe. I don't know. Because I have, I mean, there's going to be a time where I'll be like, okay, um, there aren't enough new people who are showing up, but I have plenty of returnees, and if that happens, then it happens. So then it's just going to be this big circle jerk of our community kind of like not growing exactly, but it's just going to be like set, and it's going to be like us, and we're just going to have our happy place. So I don't see it like stopping. All right, let's get to it. All right, folks, this is Serenity's place. Now we're over here on Founders. I'm sorry, we're over here in Razorwind, and this is a different plot. I'm definitely not familiar with a plot where I climb down into the area. But I really like how this comes out, because it sort of has this like secluded area kind of vibe to it, even though if I'm coming like from up here, No, it still has that kind of vibe to it, even though like there's like a cliff there. Yeah, it feels really deep going into it. Oh, I like that. I like that. So from here on ground floor level, feels really epic. Like this, the way that they're doing this really defines just what is Blood Elf housing, which is just over the top, huge spaces. They even made sure to make a climb up into these upper levels, which I very much appreciate. That's cool. I'm hoping that at some point, just like other Blood Elf architecture, we have teleport things that'll take us to like those upper levels. That'll be very cool. But in the meantime, we have this. So the plot itself, they made it really dense. They brought the house. It feels like it's kind of closer to the front here. And then they made it really dense with these paving stones. They tightened it up more with all these greens around the area. I'm going to jog a little bit, just kind of go around to like these open areas. So things really open up into like this grand view. And we can see across the lot over there at James's place. James is a punk. James hasn't touched their house. And so here, this boss, they can look down at James and being like, look at that. Zero effort casual right over there. And that's a big part of gaming, is that we step on others to make us feel good about each other, about ourselves. And don't lie, that's what a lot of people do. That's just the truth of things, man. So again, looking up to this, really cool spot. It almost looked like kind of a ruined place. Like people haven't been here for a while, but the place just feels alive. Really neat. So let's do this climb. Here you have like the normal climb, but then they extended this out some with that big platform there. And let's go up and up and up and up and up. Yeah, see, like you have the like big greens. You can see how big they are from here. Harder to tell from down below. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, so they climbed up and then over this and then back down again. Okay, so now we're climbing up from higher. Let's go. All right, we make it. And here's this place where we can, again, continue to kind of like look ahead and just look at all the losers down there. But here we can enjoy ourselves up top. Oh, they extended this out too. Very cool. You know, this is, I kid you not, one of the first times that I've seen like a real strong presentation of the upper levels, these upper spires. And really simple what they did. They just took a platform and they just made a bridge and then now they own it. So now we got stuff up here. Instead of just like, instead of like just this much real estate, really tight and all that. No. Let's have some more stuff. Let's have a place where I can like paint and like look at stuff and read. And of course, look at how much better I am than everyone else. Because boy, that's super Blood Elf character, right? Now, all of a sudden, we have this rickety ladder that'll lead us up. But let's see what's actually up here. If I can. I cannot. I'm on a gnome. I forgot what character I'm on. Sheesh. Oh, I can't get on a mount. Oh no. But there's like one thing up there. Okay. Cool. That's right. Suck it, James. You'll never be as cool as me. All right, so I have no pleasant way to get down from here. So here we go. Climbing down to this monster house. And let's go inside. Cortland, they kick your ass. Oh, I mean, I bet. But boy, you made it work. I think it's great. You know what else is great? Blood Elf housing. Oh, dude. Blood Elf housing is just awesome. Yeah. It's like you get so grand. You can easily get so grand and just let things get carried away with itself. And it has this, this pose, they were begging. Blizzard was like, please do this. Please do this every time. the flanking archers, the goddess right in between. Oh, excellent. Excellent stuff. So anyway, we come in. We lay down our weapons. We leave our shoes on though, but we come in unarmed and just ready to enjoy the opulence here. Yeah, great stuff. Oh, they even made sure to have like some little gardening things behind the trellises there. Add like a little bit more color. And we see this often. We kick it off with like the grand climb. There's nothing behind it. We really intend to start the build once we get up this climb. And then into what's next. But let's see what's up here. Yeah, great dressing here. Check out the vine work here. Not sure where it starts, but I would say it's like everywhere. There, you can see how it's, oh wow, even that's really good. Look at how it's twisting there. Really subtle. Really subtle. Climbing up. You have like some extra greens coming out there. Yeah, they made sure to get all them connections in. What I like about this, or what I really got to say about this, is just how jealous I am, because I would never go through that effort. I'm way too lazy for that. And so seeing these subtle connections and the shaping come together in such a neat and complete way, I'm grossed out. It's great. It's great. So let's go through here and oh wow. Yeah, again, it continues. We enter like this huge library setup. No, actually, it's like this massive reception desk kind of thing too. It's like, yes, how can I help you? Doing a bajillion things at once, some with AI assistants and all that stuff, but they're also busy. They're drinking. They're enjoying their breakfast. It's still morning time here, technically. And so like, oh, what do you want? What do you need? All right. So there is a thing in the tower library. All right. And the grand entry and office. Okay, so let's look around here. Oh, there's the boss. Hey. Oh, they got the, oh, interesting. How they did like these double door shapes. I mean, okay, it's clearly just a facade, but I like the shaping here. I can't close the door. I ruined their door. Wait, I think I got it. Yes. Yeah, great shaping there though. Comes out really well. Now I happen to be on the gnome, so I can't understand a darn word you're saying, which is really unfortunate. So yeah, really fun entrance here. Now okay, there's an opening up there. I think I'll hold off on that. Maybe. I'll just take a quick peek on what's behind here. And maybe we'll retreat back and we'll explore this library area. Now, we'll check out this spot first. Because we've gone really hardcore with like the tailoring area. Excellent stuff. Yeah, just like, because of how easy I think it is to set up like a tailoring shop like this, every time I see like a dedicated shop for this, oh, it's always awesome. Because it's really easy. And the question is simply like, how do you want to set it up? Because all you really need to do is just have all the pieces and just have them out there. And then you're kind of done. I'm pretty confident you could just have like a pile of just stuff and it would work too. But here we have like this kind of like natural look of like, hey, we're selling like these complete knitted rolls. It's all good to go. It's all placed in like this heavy bag if you want to pick up these plain linens. Yeah, awesome. Now, as for how it was all put together, notice how there's no loom here, right? There's no loom. You don't see any processing here. You only see, for the most part, finished product or raw product, as in like just like the linen cloth and whatnot. So where does the actual cloth come from? Sweatshop. Are we going to find one? I don't know. I don't know. But that's the story it's telling me so far. It's that the processing doesn't happen here, happens elsewhere. Dun, dun, dun. So let's keep going here. Let's see what's going on up here. So we're climbing, climbing, climbing past these bookshelves. Never mind the clip. Very shameless on that. It's all good. Check out the pillar work here too. And again, the vines. Lots of little details that can be possibly very tedious to put together. Now we climbed up again. Now there is the boss again. They're enjoying themselves in front of the bar. Wine bar, I should add. With all the fixings. Oh, check out the top shelf. Dude, that top shelf stuff is huge. Whatever they got. They've been going through those bottles for, I mean, they're L's, for like, 700 years. Like, yep, age 700 years. It's all good. It's still delicious. Great window work. Huge spread of food, of course. Everyone has like the same kinds of chairs. Very, very rich. And clean, I should add. But yeah, very, very in character. With, again, what is a blood elf? We have, I guess, an upper balcony over there that we might explore in a little bit. But yeah, it has all the flavors of like richness that you can expect from a blood elven home. Like the family that's lived here, we've been here for, 11 generations and all that. It's like, wait a minute, but you're over in Razorwind Shores. That's over in Calendar. You guys have been here since Calendar days, but then I thought you guys went to, you went over to the Eastern Kingdoms first, and I guess you migrated here, but you've been living here this whole time, and then that's when we get slapped upside the face. We're like, shut up. We've been here for a long time, okay? Which means they might be liars. This could be a family of con artists that live here. Perhaps they're just trying to play it up like they've been here forever. I mean, they are living it up. This place is rich. This does have, the strong illusion of a family that's been here for generations upon generations with all this amassed stuff. Oh, yeah. They've lived it up. And we're climbing even higher. I think that'll take us across to like that spot too. So let me peek back here real quick though. Bathroom? Nope. It is a kitchen area that we can also sit in too. So actually, this is the only kitchen that we've seen. Okay, so here it is. Small kitchen that somehow pumps out a lot of this food. Now, is this more evidence of them being cons? No, probably not. But we just have a modest-sized kitchen. I mean, it's working. You got like you got big stoves. You have multiple furnaces going and everything. So, whoever's here, they're putting in a lot of work. Now, of course, part of it might be, conjure food and all that. But yeah, details. It's all good. Yeah, nice, quaint kitchen. I would almost expect this to be like an open thing, actually. But then I think this is more of a carve out than an actual room. So depends on how they wanted to do it. All right, so let's climb here. Magic users don't need massive kitchens? Perhaps not, yeah. Okay, like they've been very consistent about these vines. Dude, they must be so good at this. They're like, oh, this took me about like 2.5 minutes. It's all good. For me, this would have taken like a day. I would have gotten this far and be like, I'm tired, guys. I gotta take a break. I gotta take a break on this and stop. All right, so now we enter this sort of like transition spot as we go into what could be like the grand bedroom or office or torture chamber or something like that. But now we enter the loo. Is this the boss's loo? I don't know. But just like everywhere else, very consistent with wanting to have, the very rich look, lots of greens, as always. I guess, for blood elves, they can't really do the, hey, let's have, greens like all over the place. Like this is as much as it gets because I guess with Blood Elves, if you want to stay in character, you got to have it be, very rich and very marbled and all that. If you're going Kaldari, opposite. You can, for the most part, go much heavier on the greens. They can just come out of anywhere. So great. I think it's a great balance that they've. Oh, sorry, great balance that they've achieved here, and how they wanted to do it. So awesome what they did. So that's going to take me up, but I also thought I missed. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit because, like, we were here, and like there was this platform up there, which I cannot get to yet, but I guess we'll figure it out. For now, though, I'm going to go through the big double doors. Let's go. All right, so what do we have? Immediate bed right there. But we also have like a workstation plus, kind of funny. I think this is the way of saying like, okay, I love the greens. I'm going to have a big old green tree right here in the bedroom, knowing that I love it, but it's the only one that I think we've seen in the build, inside the house, that is. So we definitely see like the boss's appreciation for it. That's neat. I like that. It tells a very pleasant story of just like what they enjoy having in this house. A bit of a flavor of their preferences, but at the same time, kind of counterbalanced by the fact that yes, this is very much a blood elven house. Yeah, great stuff that we have here though. And then now here's the overhead space. Okay, so here's the spot that we saw before, the balcony kind of area, because now I see those crystals, and we paint up here. Nice. I'm kind of surprised that we're not painting a picture of like greens on the forest and stuff. Actually, they're not. The AI is doing it. Haha. So, yeah, really swanky place. Yeah, lots to enjoy in this place. For folks who are big Blood Elf fans, it's very very in character, very defining. This is the kind of house that a big Blood Elf fan would want to like download. And then, if they wanted to like add little bits of personalization for them, cool. Oh, this is very interesting. We're splitting off. Oh, all right. So let's split off to this lower area and into this second library. Now, oh, damn. Okay, what a second library this is. All right. So big presentation of like everything. I don't know if there are. Yeah, there are. Okay. Well, that answered my question. But there is an upper level there too. But we are resuming the climb, so we might see more of this. Yeah, really cool though. Really cool setup. Is that a door too? No. Okay, so so this is a rounded out ring. They just like shaped it. Sorry, I'm kind of like breaking the system now. So now we get kind of a glimpse as to like what's really out here. So that this gives you an idea of how all that comes together. And then there, of course, is the secret room. Kind of ruined that. Oh no, I broke it some more. But anyway, we know what we're seeing here. Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, bits of personalization, lots of work being done. Not enough to, apparently not enough to read. But we got to see what's going on here. So, it's been very Blood Elven so far. Part of me is thinking maybe we'll see a twist. And we'll see, like, their love for, like, the ivies and all that stuff translate into, like, boom, this big foresty area. Or it's Felstaff. Felstaff, so I'm only thinking of those two things. It's either Felstaff or Super Greens. I'm voting for Super Greens. Nope. Nope, not even close. Oh, well, Felstaff it is, baby. Actually, it's all the stuff. We got Void stuff right over here. We got Felstaff. The greens. The greens are here. Wait. That means I was right. But at the same time, Yo, those plants, they're not plants. Oh, that's the twist, buddies. All them vines and stuff? No, those aren't just normal greens. All that's fell stuff. Oh, all right. All right. So with the power of Onyxia and voodoo things and void things, they've created their own sort of like magic plant, right? We've seen it all over the house. We've seen it all over the outside too, you know? So inside this place is, this is like the evil fell plant god. And this is where it all comes from, guys. The next expansion, the next great invasion of Azeroth. Vines, baby. Fell vines. And what happens when you get touched by them fell vines? Then, well, you enjoy lots of blood of stuff and all that. But still, evil, something, something, something. All right, so let's climb higher. Let's climb higher because we still got a little ways to go. Yeah, see? Now we're seeing this under a different light, huh? Now we got all sorts of like awful things happening here. Okay, actually, in truth, we don't know if they're awful. Maybe this is just a person who's like, yes, I'm going to use Fell for good. I'm going to use Void, to save Azeroth. But where have we seen that before? Yeah, I'm going to save Azeroth with the power of evil. Yeah. I'm going to tame this power. I will fix it. Okay, so what else is happening in this lab? Experiments. Ethereal experiments. How does it affect my special vines and all that? Or how can I cancel out their effects, and that way my vines will envelop the great dark itself. It'll envelop Crash. It will envelop like Argus and all these other places, and I will heal the world. So here's the boss with like little fell glows in his eyes and all that, and yeah, yep. I'm very convinced. It always starts. Yeah, you're right. It always starts that way. They think they're going to save everyone. I'm just trying to help, guys. And then when their loved ones are wrapped in vines and it's choking the life out of them, it's like, no, but you're just going to be a part of the system. You're going to be part of what saves everyone. We're all going to be as one. Yeah. I can definitely feel that coming out of this place. Really cool, though. I think there might have been a path that I haven't gone through quite yet. Maybe. I gotta retreat back pretty far though, because I think I've seen a lot of what's going on here now. So here was the transition area. That was like the bedroom, bathroom, and then we head down again. I'm gonna walk down. I want to make sure I'm covering my bases and all that. So here was the place where we're drinking. That was the kitchen area. This takes us to the grand dining area plus bar. That was the upper area with the crystals. Yep. We're over here. We go into the big library area. Past here. I don't think I went back here yet, did I? Boop. Nope, this was the tailoring shop. Now, tailoring shop. We still don't know where the cloth is made. Where is the cloth made? Perhaps it's the it could be that lab that's upstairs. It could be, made by little fell people or something like that. Oh, and then there's the yeah. Great place though. Great place. Great fell place. The whole place is fell stuff now. For all we know. Look at them. They're just draped. Yeah, they're draped in this stuff. Oh, look at that. It's the look of evil right there. A great place, though. Awesome place. Thank you for showing us. Lots of evil places we've been seeing today. I'm sorry. Quotes evil places. All right, so we're back to U.S. realms now. We're off to like one more visit, I think. Yeah, Wow. We actually went a little faster than I thought we would. Excellent. I'll be right back. Oh, hello. Can I hit him? Oh, wait, this guy doesn't count, does he? Yeah, it's supposed to be the captain guy. Damn. I was too slow. Yeah, nothing to loot there, right? Yep, nothing to loot there. Bummer. Oh, well. All right, so let's go to our sixth place for the day, who is Caveat. All right. 33. Evil looks like it's a bad thing. I mean, evil is just a perspective, right? Okay, I should at least pique my curiosity and see like what is this mount that some people talked about. Uh is it here somewhere? Featured? Not that. Is it this one? Okay, so can I get a better preview? I guess that's all I get. Wow, that thing rides low. What an interesting shape. Yeah. I don't know if this is like a new rig or something. But yeah, I hate mods. But yeah, well. Well, now I know. Now I know. All right. Oh, I gotta repair my. Hold on. Uh, helmets. There we go. All right. All right, folks, this is Caveat's place. Now we're over in the spooky parts of Founders, and we got a mystical sort of house ahead of us. I really like how that glow comes out, like immediately, because we have like a very skinned house. We have a number of big structures. We'll try to identify that in a bit. A number of big structures that help to create this sort of box shape. And then along with the Kirin sigil, there might be a number of things that are creating that really subtle violet glow. So we'll take a closer look at that in a bit. Let's enter the lot, which is curiously fenced off. You know, we're fencing off a flying home, which is, you know, interesting. But on each side here, okay, so here we have like our one little place to sit and, you know, rest while doing some work. Down here, though, that's very, very thoughtful. So they made sure to create like the place where, so this is recently done. I think they've recently started to do work on this, and this thing just took off the ground. Very nice. Very nice setup here. So here's where like workers were like doing their research or their resting and doing their thing. They finally got this thing off the ground. And so eventually they want to work on, I guess, getting this higher if they can. So, okay, so how is this shaped here? Oh, okay. So at first I thought these were like certain things. No, this is just like the house. But then they just kind of closed this off instead. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so they have the windows and whatnot, um, creating like that more solid shape. That's all. Okay. Same thing kind of here too. You have these mirrors that are helping to just close that off. Very simple, but at the same time, really effective with how this all comes together. It's partially also thanks to the light over here in Founders, because one of the spooky parts, things are kind of like washed with this sort of like grayish blue tint, and so that gives you the flexibility of blending some colors together, and then you can add a bit more splash, like these violets, to really make them pop out. Yeah, I like that. Very cool. Yeah, it's a very neat shape and clean. All right, so they did leave. I think they whispered me with a blurb. Um, if I can pull it out. Don't know if I can actually. I think it's over here on my BattleNet. Uh, there we go. Okay. That's not it. That is this one. Nope, that's not it. Okay, it's this person. All right. All right, so nice, easy blurb. So this home, says the boss, this home is themed to my working mage as a quiet study away from my warband home to decompress after wiping for hours to the same raid. That feels very in character for what I sometimes go through. Appreciate it. There was some additional notes that they said here too. They said, please do the basement last. It will be the first hallway to your left upstairs. So if I go upstairs and then to the left, don't go there. All right. I will do my best to remember. All right. So now as we enter, we came in through here. We're met with this immediate grand climb. Stairs just screaming right in front of us. Please climb us, but not yet. Not quite yet. Let's see what there is to explore down here first. All right, so as we come in, we have like these this really tight space because again these stairs are massive. We have a tight space for us to relax on top of these earthen beds, enjoy our wine, enjoy our coffees, enjoy the kind of lived-in space here with many of their collections that they've built up over the years. Under the stairs is the laundry room. Hey, top loaders all the way. Personally, I am a much bigger fan of the front loading style, but what they have here is great from a functional standpoint because you basically have like the same kinds of skins that are happening here using using canvas blank canvases. So you have like really solid shapes here. It kind of like distracts us from from the different kinds of shaping that you see in Warcraft housing, but from a kit bashing standpoint, very clean. Very thoughtful, by the way. Having a mat right under it too, in case of spillage. Just got to make sure every now and then you got to air that out, otherwise mold starts growing. Anyway, let's see what else we have here on the side. We have these specially framed pictures of Alaria and Xalatath, along with, again, like these kinds of personalized collections, things that they've enjoyed that they want to display for anyone who's like walking around, but it's also like their personal storage too. Now here on the side, we are hallway through. They made sure to to skin these as well. It's like they want the lighting, but they don't want like that blue blasting at us, even though it kind of is. It's really making the lilies like just pop as if they're like fluorescent. But then the lights come down as we come out here to this spot. Now remember, we're in the spooky part of Founders, where we're kind of in like this floating area, or yeah, it's a floating house. But then out here, we kind of stay in character for where we are in Founders, and the spot is very skinned, very dressed. So the intent is to not really see much of anything behind these trellises, behind the rocks, behind this fountain. I'm sorry, but really clean. Setup we have here. Read our book, teleport somewhere, perhaps back into the house, or to wherever we want to pick up takeout. Ah, that'd be so convenient. Oh, and we have a little path here too. So it's dim outside, but at the same time we have like all these different smells coming in. I look at these duskwood greens and I think of like firs, really thick kinds of greens, lots of, that have like lots of like that, they're really thick polleny smell. But it has that really refreshing aroma to it. Yeah, really nice. Really nice out here. A great place for air. Again, after like a night of wiping, absolutely. Oh, check it out. Notice how they were skinning those too. They don't want those blues to really explode on us. So I'm noticing the piping that's coming out here. Not sure where that's leading us. Oh, check out the drape work here too. It's only 3 drapes, but it's very interesting seeing how all this kind of comes together between the drapes, the regular windows, but also how they're skinned and how the glows, they kind of pop off differently. That's cool. All right, so we're at the top of the stairs, and they said, again, do the basement last. It'll be the first hallway to your left upstairs. Okay, we haven't had a hallway yet. But we did hit a restaurant. A very small restaurant. So here, we check in. Actually, we don't really check in. We check in... Oh, no, we check in here, I think. Something like that. But otherwise, we have like a nice little buffet spread. Booth seating here. Really creative what they did here. They just took a big old cushion, just plop. All right, you go ahead and use this. But it's also very personal. So you don't bring this to a buffet. You know what I mean? You're working. Folks over here, they're dining. They're snacking. They're having a quick thing. But the person here, oh, they stay here. They're here all day. You know what I mean? They're just doing their thing. So, back here, though, fully stocked shelf. Very different that they had that the labels are out instead of in. Or the bottoms that they face out. Usually that's, well, whatever. It's their place. They can do whatever they want with it. Yeah, really filled out. And then we sit. Boop. Yeah. Awesome vibes. I love the colors that come from here too. We have these kind of like low contrast. We just have this very subtle. Is it like a green almost? Kind of. It's very light though. It's a little hard to tell because we have the lights that are coming in here from these Stormwind windows that, they're doing their best to cover them up. And I think it does a pretty good job of it, especially with seeing how it's been consistent. So it has that whole, it has that spooky Founders lighting. So again, it stays quite in character with where we are. So I like how that comes together. Can't miss the coffee either. Nice. Very nice. So we're going to cut across to this other place, which looks like just an observation spot. Haven't seen very many window illusions today, but here we are. We have one. And this does a pretty cool job of depicting the outside. Again, I love like the different effects that's coming out of it. Here we're seeing the style of cover. We see this every now and then. It's the ethereal prison. No, I'm sorry. It's the Suramar prison, right? Suramar prison? Yeah, Suramar prison that's being used here. I like it because it's still mostly transparent. It's not as intrusive as, say, like the fencing, like 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 the nets that we've seen, or the enchanting glyph, because which is like really bright. This is nice and subtle by comparison. So I'm a big fan whenever I see that usage. It's just like it's not as versatile as those other pieces are because those are flat. This one is not. You have to kind of like play around with it a bit. All right, so we've now entered a hallway, perhaps the hallway, full of books, collections. We have like nice little messes here. That place, I believe we're saving for last, so we'll try to remember. We continue to take a look at all these different things that have been collected. So it's like, eventually we'll get to, very nice placement of this decor. And then what looks to be a secret shelf here, which I think I can go to, but not yet. Not yet. I want to see what's here first. So past this kind of like public waiting room or seating area, we enter. Oh, nice. Hot tub for two. I dig it. So we can relax, do our thing, share the smokes, pass it around, and have a good time. So not meant to be like a sauna or anything like that, just a hot tub. We can like relax, do our thing. Like how in this case, it's the style where we climb up and then climb inside instead of having to like climb into the thing instead. You can see the effort that's put into it as well. Like you see a number of these platforms that have been shaped just to make it a smooth shape inside. But the challenge too is trying to avoid having these platforms clip inside here, because then it's just pleasant. Yeah, really good job. Really, really good job here. And you can see like little bits of detail with like the different kinds of not greens, but different kinds of linens that are put in there. Like this is like a bed cover, but the way that it's positioned here doesn't quite look like that. So it looks like a little something else. Like it's a little bit of a mess inside. I think that's neat. Very neat. All right, so now we're going this way. We're going to see what's behind this secret shelf, because that seems to be a library that'll take us up. This, though, will take us to I don't know, actually. Now, we got some guests. We have some friends with us. We got a Murgle. We got a Snuffle to enjoy. The view's right here. Very nice. Out here, we have a grand window. Now, here's another, again, great example of doing windows. In this case, it's just a shroud. So we might be able to bounce through here. Maybe not. Looks like we have privacy screens in the way. So another great way of doing it. Now, the way it's done here, it's not exactly trying to add like an overlay of color. It's just a curtain. That's how it's being depicted to me. And so I'll take it as that. But then we also have like all these outdoor effects out there. Smoke is going through, like different shapes of wisps. Wispy air is going through. So that makes it neat. And what else is down here? Feels like an alchemy lab of sorts. Oh yeah, different lab stuff is happening here. Different experiments, from alchemy to inscription. Gotta light that up. Really makes it pop, So over here, more experimenty things, just the books that we're reading, research on Maldraxxus stones and what have you. Could be a Suramar contain. No, I don't see the glyphs that come from the Suramar prison. These are just privacy screens from Mechagon that are being used here. And this also happens to be an upper bedroom. Okay, now very brave that they have like the alchemy experiments down here, knowing that anything could happen, and then boom, it explodes right here over the bed, which could be very, very tragic. But in best conditions, it's a very relaxing spot, nice and filled out, full of booksies, And then check out up here. Nice. Nice roof action that we have. Now, what is this? So we have there's a couple of things here. Ah, so the rug is the base here. Okay, so I guess it just has like barely enough of that lip here at the end. And then you have the rug that is barely clipping through. And then you layer on the cool stuff. You have your planets here, planet, planet, and then your stars. So very tight shaping that we have here. Oh, okay, and then we have that kind of holding it up. Okay, neat. Yeah, very convincing. That's really good. Really good. Very fine placement on their part. Yeah, good job. Good job. All right, so let's retreat a little bit back to that kind of library and big old spiral case over here. Very grand library. Lots of inscription work happening here. Ooh, it's a lot of books. That is a lot. Enough that we gotta have ourselves like a smoke and like a little bite to eat, you know? I'm still curious about the piping here. We don't know exactly where this goes because like I think that goes into the basement area, which we'll explore last as instructed. But we're also going to see, I guess, the other side of it. So let's go up this climb. Very tight spiral climb. Oh, see how it closes up like that? Very neat effect as we get to the top here. All right, and then these platforms make up this next level. And ooh, oh wow, that's cool. That's hecka cool. Now, what is it? I don't know. Portal to something rather? Sure, but it's something. That's neat. Now, it can't be anything good. It's got to be something slightly evil to it. But we have a lot of effects going on up here. I mean, the big piece is the void pool or the void fountain. So that's what's making most of it. But then you also have some ethereal stuff going on in there. You have a number of these enchanting glyphs. And then like there's the smoke, which could be like any number of things. I'm not sure exactly what, but there's a lot of things that can pull that off. And then from here, we have like some different effects going on as well. So that window is just glowing. It makes it feel like that has a shine, but it's not really. It's just the glow from the window that's kind of sort of hitting the smoke there. Yeah. All right. So we're around here. Oh, and the boss is asking. No, I'm unable to change the lighting on my own. No. Yeah, that looks the heck of cool though. I really like how this comes together. You have this cool dome shape, but curiously, it's an uneven dome. You can see how the tables they try to come together, but not exactly. Or maybe my angling is just not right. But oh, that's okay. Whatever the case, though, we can just say, oh, it's like this big spatial distortion because void stuff. Yeah, so we can kind of play it off as if it's like this, something crazy happening up there. So I think we got to explore now. We gotta see what's going on. What's at the other end of this? Because that piping got there somehow. So the piping is either sucking things up or it's shooting things over. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out. So it's like, what happens after a long wipe night? You just start experimenting on stuff. You start thinking to yourself, oh, that guild, I'm tired of them. I got to do something about this. And so maybe they're thinking of cool ideas to, I don't know. Maybe they'll figure out a great solution. I'll build my own raid team. I'll make AI, who knows? Or I'll just destroy everything with the power of void ethereal stuff. All right. So we're climbing down into now we're in a basement area. So I don't expect, I expect just kind of very sparse spread of stuff. Having coffins here is a little bit suspicious. That's not something that you just normally have. We just happen to have it. No big deal. It's all good. But now we're exploring these otherwise untraversed hallways, somewhat untouched outside of, putting things together. We have what is perhaps a walkthrough map there through Gilneas, but we're going to go through here first. Murder hallway, perhaps. Yes. Not a lot of folks have been here, though. But what is that up ahead? Just a thing of rope. We have more hallways. All right. Evidence of some activity. Busted barrel. Perhaps a prisoner was like just trying to find something there to use as a way to escape and did not really escape. Okay. Let's keep going. I know it suddenly does turn into a whole dungeon, which is pretty wild. Like there were only so many rooms that we saw, right? And so now, dude, I think we're finding out what happened. I think he took people from the raid who like failed him, and he captured. He's like, "Yeah, come to my house real quick. Let's get a drink." But then he traps them down here forever. Imagine the torture. You're locked down here forever. These guildmates, they have no idea why, and then every now and then, the boss visits, and then, the prisoner's like, dude, let me out, man. Like, what's going on? And then here's the boss being like, do you know what you did during phase 2 when everyone was supposed to ball up for during that transition? He's like, are you serious? You're talking about that? Dude, just let me out. Nope. You need to learn your lesson. And that's how we ended up. You fail mechanics, you end up in here, dude. All right, so what's in here now? Here, I think this is... Okay, so people don't come here, I don't think. I think it's just the boss that comes here. Here lies Jeff, who stood in the fire for too long. Here's Ricky, who also does not know how to ball up. Okay. Here's Frank, who just, their deepest just sucks. Here's Toxic Tim, because he's toxic, obviously. But now who's here, actually? Now, these are just statues, right? So, who might be here? Perhaps these are like the one who got away. It's like, like here's that girl or whatnot. I really wanted to get closer, but then she like left the group or something like that. No, maybe not so much that. Maybe these are like maybe people they actually liked. They eventually left the team, because of differences and all that. I'm sure these people were like, oh my god, like this dude is crazy. I think he captures people. So these people left the guild. And so now these are just like, okay, these are the ones who got away, but then they'll find them somehow. And here, of course, is the dark voice in their heads that causes wholeness. So yeah, that's good. That's pleasant. That's pleasant. So it all started here, man. Yeah, really neat, too. I love these walls. They just stacked Gilnean walls. But once it's done, like it turns out to be like this very cool shape. Very convincing shape. I like it. Well done. So I think they can probably pull off like just doing that a whole bunch of times anywhere. And they kind of did. You can kind of see how it reflects throughout most of this room. And then you have the elven the elven tables that shape out each of the spots in this crypt. Yeah, that's really good. Really, really good. All right, so passing through the prison of guildmates who did them wrong. Now where's that map of Gilneas? Oh wait, this is a map. That's, oh no, that's just a bench kind of thing. Okay, so that's not anything. Oh no, that was an open door. Okay, haha. So we're going this way now, I think. And then here. All right, let's see what happens in this spot. What do you think? Because we're already gotten into pretty creepy situations here. You know, this person who captures guildmates who are bad at the raid. Let's go. Oh no, it's blank. Oh, okay. That's a twist. They even had the glyph up there that kind of told me, oh, okay, maybe they're, maybe that they're just trying to tell me where the secret is. I got trolled. Damn. Well done. Well done. Well, this is still a great build. I have no idea if that. I'm pretty sure that the story that I thought up is totally not it. But boy, it feels like it. Because otherwise, dude, where would the bodies come from anyway? Where would the bodies come from anyway? Good intuition. This is an area that was open and I had to remove. Oh, did you? Okay. But I was tricked. Ah, you got me. Fun build, though. Fun build. Very subtle, too. Because it's otherwise like just a great fun house. It's very well built. Lots of details, lots of that lived-in feel. And then dungeon. And then a deep, dark dungeon with which to jail the weak, the unworthy of the guild. All right. So thanks again, dude. And with that, that takes care of our 6 for today. Yay! All right, so let me take a look real quick. How are our spots looking? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and we're full. So we filled up in 15 minutes. Nice. Now, there's only so many spots that I freed up anyway because we got a group visit coming in. There's people who had reserved already, so I'm not surprised that it filled out pretty darn quick. So lots of bangers today. This was a fantastic day of visits. Lots of fun stories, some incredible build quality that we got today. Very, very nice. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hey. For now, though, that's going to be it for me today. I want to thank everyone who invited us over for a visit. A big thanks to Chats who came along with me for the ride. I hope the exploration was as much fun for you as it was for me. And now I got to take a shower or something, dude. Now I'm going to shut this damn computer down and I'll be working on stuff. So I'm going to be mostly working on like a nice fat write-up on like how housing is doing, what's working, what's not, give some feedback, and then look to the future, and I'm doing this in the context of like as if this was like a season. So we had the early access period, that was a thing, then we had season 1 and like all the developments, and then we'll go into what we can look forward to in season 2, which isn't really a season. Because, yeah, I mean, seasons, they suggest like resetting stuff. We're not resetting anything. We're just adding to stuff. But I definitely have these strong feelings of how season 2 of housing is going to usher in this new generation of housing, both in build quality, as well as the people who will be joining us. Because you're going to have folks who will be participating thanks to blueprints who weren't before. And I'm going to be very curious to see how those kinds of players react when they get into housing for the first time-ish, kind of. Because they're going to be downloading these houses, and then they're going to be experiencing, oh, I don't have these parts, or something or other. So it'll be very interesting. So you guys have a great rest of the day. Stay cool. Stay safe, please. And I'll see you guys for the next thing. Until then, stay safe. I said it again. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always,